Okay. All right. Here we go. Jesus fucking Christ. Let me see if we're live. I think we should be. Let us see. Let us pray and let us eat. It is not showing up on Discord. That is fine. I just want to see if we're live. Okay, so we are here again. We are here again. We're gonna do a reaction again, and for those of you who've been keeping up, I reacted to some absolute brain rot. It's not going to be as long because this is a 40-minute video, and we'll try to get through it as fast as we can. I'll try not to yap so much. What's up, guys, by the way, in the chat? But I was involved in drama. I kind of got roped in. I mean, like, for sure, if I'm going to talk about something, you could definitely talk about me, for sure. I was talked about in this video, this hit piece against SpooknJukes, because I skimmed through it. That's exactly what it is. I saw, as you can see right here, my face. I think he mentioned me in his hit piece for like a second, like literally a second. However, he's mentioned me more than just this. So we're going to talk about that today, because he's mentioned me more. But once we get to my part, I'll show you exactly what he said about me. I think it's kind of funny. It shows how hypocritical this guy actually is. We're going to try to go through this as fast as we can because I don't want to sit in fucking brain rot and just want to blow my brains out after like an hour. So we're just going to get to it. What's up? What's up, Zan? I didn't realize that you were the guy he debated first, I think. That's kind of crazy work. I didn't watch that one, but I saw that it was a thing before Spook's debate. And yeah, so... yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up, guys, by the way? But he debated first. Oh, okay. I saw yours first, I guess. I didn't watch like the whole thing because, like, you know how it is. But anyway, yeah. He likes to say people like us are obsessed with him, but he talks about it. Like, bro, for a video which you will see. That I'm gonna show you, a live stream, he's like, oh, this guy just wants clout, and then he brings me up in this hit piece. It's like, bro, why even mention me at all, calling me a dick sucker? But we'll get into that. We'll get into it. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna get into it. But this is a roller coaster. I have a video planned after this, but I want to just, before I speak my mind in a video format, we're gonna react to this. So, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Zen? That's awesome. You got a new keyboard. All right, we're going to focus. Sorry if I don't, like, interact with the chat too much. I want to get through this. Let's go. Let's watch. So we're watching the hit piece first, and then as we move on, I'll show you exactly what the fuck he's saying. So, or what he said about me. I already have brain rot. So, here we go. The video is called Dead by Daylight's Worst YouTuber. We already talked about this guy. Hold on, I need to turn this shit off. Wow, nice editing, brother. Great editing. Oh my god.
Well, here it is. Let me introduce you to
He's so excited about this, you can already tell.
SpooknJukes. Now, in his own words, let me say,
I'm gonna warn you guys, this video will be spicy and it will be long. So grab your popcorn, buckle up, and enjoy the ride.
in my personal opinion, he's the worst deep.
By the way, I skimmed through this. I didn't watch like that much. I just started to the part where he mentioned me for a second, so.
DVD content creator for a number of reasons. Unlike other videos calling out bad people or the worst YouTuber in a community, I'll be going for someone who, for the most part, is widely loved and much bigger than me. That's sure to go over well, right?
Oh my god, here we fucking go. Oh my god, here we go. Here we go. How many times he's gonna mention punching down? I should have made a bingo card again. I had one earlier and I forgot punching down. He's already hitting at it. He's already hitting at it. Oh, no.
I'm sure you emotional robots will have some good arguments, and won't just groupthink and blindly attack someone who doesn't tell you what you want to hear.
He also says this about people that comment like actual good criticism on his videos, and he will call them slaves. Just, you can probably find it. He apparently is deleting comments now, but a lot of the comments, he will call them slaves or bots or whatever, so... Great, we're off to a great start already. We're 54 seconds in.
Or is toxically positive. So who is SpooknJukes? Well,
Toxically positive? Oh no, this guy's a racist and you shouldn't be racist. Oh my, Spooks, what the fuck? Why would you say that? You're toxic for... I hate the word toxic.
Well, to explain briefly, he's been making content in the DVD space for a long time, and initially it didn't really go anywhere until he made a certain type of video. A type of
Who cares? Who cares?
video that's killed several smaller content creators in broad daylight.
Oh my god, you mean the people that fucking shout slurs at other people? Or, you know, whatever.
A type of video that seeped into other creators and become one of the most popular forms of content in this poisonous community. But we'll get into his influence later. Nowadays, he's one of the biggest figures in the community, preaching his milquetoast takes to his
Milquetoast takes. Debate night coming Tuesday. If you disagree with any of my videos, how's that milquetoast? He's literally opening up the floor to people. DVD is more killer-sided than survivor-sided. That's not really... There's a constant debate between that, so that's not really pandering to anybody. Crutch perks don't exist. Whatever. Why am I analyzing this fucking stupid shit? None of this matters anyway.
of orbiters while killing people in broad daylight.
Killing people in broad daylight. Yikes. His wife privated her Twitter after I asked... By the way, he goes on and on about editing in his, like, previous videos, but like he's throwing a shit ton of fucking information at me all at once. Oh my god. His wife privated her Twitter after I asked if she still supported her racist husband. Yeah, because you're fucking annoying. I would fucking ban you too, or private my account too, you fucking weirdo. She was accusing Spooks of being racist on Twitter after the whatever.
And not being funny or entertaining. He has, in my opinion, the most absurdly negative impact on the community, with his content that promotes witch hunting and vilification of the underdogs in situations.
The underdogs, yeah, he's brought that up in a community post before, that he's an underdog. Like, brother, you threw the fucking first stone. You can't be an underdog if you're the one throwing the first stone.
To write off them for personal gain. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start with...
Pro literally said, direct quote, the person covering someone doing something bad is worse than... Yeah, I brought that up in my fucking, like, reaction to the debate. It's so stupid. So stupid. Interviews coming up. Hell yeah, brother. I'm happy for you, Zen. These people are clearly unemployed. Wrong time to bring that up, bro. Wrong fucking time. Bringing up job applications? Don't bring that up. You know what we're watching? You know what we're watching, bro? Bro, all these weirdos have this weird, like, obsession with, like, throwing up pictures of Spooks in, like, makeup or some shit, and they're like, oh my god, what a weirdo. Like,
SpooknJukes impresses me with his hypocrisy and manipulation, using any scummy tactic to punch down and using his
We're only a minute in the video. I need to relax. There it is, the punching down shit. I told you. I fucking told you.
legions of droids to attack anyone he views as beneath him.
Attack. Okay. Let's see. Geez, you're a crybaby, bro. I just know you're seething. Oh, honey, no. You got thoroughly shat on.
And wow, that's a little dramatic, isn't it? I mean, he's just a
Yes, you saying... Yeah. It is dramatic.
normal white dude with a family who plays DBD as a job. Just a wholesome family guy with his wife who claims to be black.
I've been waiting years to do an Ancestry DNA kit. I'm so excited. I just mailed accidentally a birthday gift. Can't wait for blah, 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 blah. My family is trying to convince me I'm just white when I'm out here tan as hell. What? My family is trying to convince me I'm just white when I'm out here tan as hell. That's not her saying she's black, you Oh. You know, I don't think saying the R word is like as bad as saying the N word, but I've definitely stopped saying the R word, trying to stop, because it is a legitimate slur. That is a legitimate slur. I know it's not as bad as certain words, but bro, you're about to break my fucking streak. Oh my god, are you stupid? Oh my god, are you stupid? Is that the thing you're gonna flash at me and say, oh, she pretended like she was black, and this is what you're gonna show me? Her saying she's tan? Oh my fucking god.
And his daughter he can show to his cesspool of weirdos on stream.
Brother, I really just want to stop this video. Holy shit. Are you inferring that people who watch oh my god. Oh my god, you're more of a piece of shit than I thought. Are you saying that Spooks has fans that he knows are creeps, and him showing his child is like predatory? Oh my god. I fucking don't like this dude. What?
For them to say, oh, she's so fucking cute, bro.
You're such a fucking weirdo, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna get... What did that say?
Of weirdos on stream. For them to say, oh, she's so fucking cute, bro.
I'm gonna get canceled for this? Brother, you're...
Yeah.
Moving on.
I mean, look at how supportive he is. How could someone like this be the bad guy?
Oh my god, he's eating a corn dog. Haha, gay joke. Haha.
The thing with him is, though, it's all about looking good, not doing good things. You have to learn to see right through it. His most popular types of videos are by far his hit piece videos.
Who cares?
I mean, his other videos barely compare in views, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
Bro, I'm already fucking burned out. We're like 2 minutes in. Holy shit.
Right? The hit piece videos are usually blatant, one-sided framings of a Dead by Daylight interaction with all relevant context removed.
What are you talking... Okay, prove it.
Showing it in a very black and white perspective and
Prove it. Prove it.
painting one side as the villain while pretending he's trying to help. He
Okay, prove it.
calls these videos an analysis of behavior while putting himself on a pedestal as the
He's bringing up Shore, even though it's proven that Shore is a fucking weirdo. Not only in this video, but in my personal interaction with him and my mod, where he called him autistic. So, yeah.
holy bastion of morality and white knighting the other person, regardless of what they've done.
Okay, prove it.
But don't worry, in my debate with him, he plausibly denied that he was
There's more debate terms.
pretentious and didn't want to come off that way.
Go criticize everybody else for being
Brother, okay. You need to stop this. If you have actual proof, you can't flash random shit in my face for like 3 minutes straight. Prove it. Have a video. Like, you're just showing the debate that we all watched.
pretentious.
He basically says, hey, I don't think I'm pretentious, but other people might. That's a great gotcha.
That doesn't make any sense.
So you're
I like how he kept that in too. Him like not knowing what to say and him going "Toot, toot, toot."
saying this,
And I don't even think I'm pretentious. I don't try to be pretentious. You admitted to being pretentious.
yeah, it's
My audio output's a little low. Sorry, let me fix that. Sorry about that. There we go. That should be at least better. A little better. My bad.
that's because I'm not.
In your videos, you constantly gas yourself up and talk about how much effort. And I don't gas myself up in my videos. If anything, I talk shit about myself in my videos. I don't.
Sometimes it takes less of an ego to admit you're pretentious than it does to... Brother, what?
I don't praise myself.
All right, then prove it.
I don't gas myself up.
Despite these holier-than-thou public executions being the most obnoxiously pretentious things in the entire community, besides
You've not, in that, excuse me, in that 2.5 hour debate, you have not proved that. I really hope you prove it, because this is you, again, just saying that he's acting a certain way. You need to now prove it. In this 40-minute, I really hope you prove it. I really do.
besides my videos.
You can rage at a game without lashing out at somebody.
See, again, he's doing this shit where he just flashes a fucking thing that has nothing to do it. So, what's Spook saying before I tear into this bullshit?
My videos.
You can rage at a game.
You can rage at a game
Without lashing out at.
without lashing out. So this is where he's proving that Spooks is lashing out. Let's see what happens. That's not an unofficial debate. I don't even fucking get the context of this. You're just fucking throwing up shit that has, which you criticized earlier. Oh, he always cuts out context. What are you doing? I don't even know what this is about. He agreed to debate me and said, never mind. What's that called? Define it. Is he talking about that hacker who's transphobic. How can you have a debate with no date set? The act of him changing his mind, that's what it's called. Is he saying he's lashing out at this guy? Changing his mind, but again, where is the date? Okay. So for your sake, we'll say that he didn't back out. He just changed his mind and didn't want to talk anymore. Whatever you want to call it. Exactly. Like, these people are like, oh, he had an emergency. His fire alarm got pulled, or he had a fire. Oh, wait, he changed his mind. Just pick one. Because this, again, is fucking River picking this as evidence. I don't know. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Void and I... Cousins had a debate months. Yeah, that's not him lashing out. Whatever. I'm wasting my time.
Afterwards and insulting and harassing them. I know this.
Assaulting, harassing him, throws up an image. Like, I'm not. Oh, do the work for me. Watch this video.
This guy doesn't understand.
Straw man fallacy. He's not even doing it. You don't even know what that means.
And
that was proven in the debate.
The difference, because he does go and harass people and insult.
Hold on. I'm speeding this up. This is just so fucking stupid, bro. Already. I never claimed to be above it. Why don't you actually say this shit in the video? Jesus Christ, you're... Oh.
Them personally, because he probably doesn't understand the difference between a video game and
you default to
reality.
I'm not reading this dumb shit, okay? I don't care. You would have just said it in the original video. Why are you just flashing up fucking captions and pictures of bullshit?
I do. So I do rage at games, and and then I'll say GG and move on to the next game. I don't have to make myself.
He still hasn't proved that he gasses himself up. You're just having him repeat it in the video.
Myself up. You like to personally attack people, and that's your thing. That's your cup.
Brother, oh my God, do I have like ADHD going off in my brain right now, or is he just fucking flashing? Like, am I too slow to comprehend like his editing or something? Because he's just flashing up images, text, and everything in a span of like 2 seconds. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to pay attention to. Do you do that to like deflect criticism and deflect like just, oh, this is my point, I'm just gonna flash a bunch of bullshit so people don't even look deeper into it?
Cup of tea. That's probably why you don't like my content, and I get that. But let's not try and pretend like raging at a game and insulting someone or harassing someone or being shitty towards another human being are the same thing.
Again, he's just flashing up points.
Here's some chump change for watching this cruise.
Thank you so much for the $5, brother. Thank you so much, Andy. You're the GOAT. You really don't have to do that, but like, thank you. You make the brain rot a little less insufferable, but it's still pretty insufferable. Again, chat, sorry if I'm not like reading that much of the chat and like answering. I'm really just trying to get through this as well, but yeah, he thinks he's showing something on screen counts as evidence, and it has nothing to do with it. That's why I'm not even reading majority of what the fuck he's putting on screen, because he's just flashing it for a second. It's like, why don't you actually show what Spooks is saying and say, hey, you're wrong and here's why. Da 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 da. No, let me just flash like a text that's like half a second long.
Because they're not. And if you can't grasp that, I'm sorry, that's a you problem.
They're all about like making fun of someone raging in a game and then being like, oh,
yeah, again, downplaying. We're downplaying it again. It's not just that.
Never do that. I never take it outside of the game.
He never said that. And sure, he implies that, but he never takes it outside of the game. Show me where he does that. This would be a perfect time to be like, here's a video or screenshots of Spooks doing that. Now would be the time.
I don't take it this seriously, except a lot of the people he makes videos on don't take it outside of the game, and they get doxxed for it anyways.
Oh my fucking God, here we go again with this bullshit. Oh, in a video that I didn't watch, but believe me, also, the person who apparently got doxxed is a huge fan. He's probably watching right now. He was fucking in my chat saying that shit, and then how Scott John slandered him, and then I said, hey, do you really think that's slander? Because if you did, I don't know what to tell you. And then fucking crickets. He didn't come back. I don't know if he was still watching. Crickets. This motherfucker and him are like this. The fucking Homer Simpson dude are like this. He apparently made the bingo card as well. They're fucking like this. So of course he's gonna believe his best friend in the world that he got doxxed. I would like to see proof. And it's so funny because they are like, oh, well, I have the video unlisted and I'm waiting for X amount of time. Come on, bro. Come the fuck on. I would like to see proof. You guys keep on bringing up this point. This guy got doxxed. This guy got harassed because of you. And then crickets. And they use the word slander for fucking everything. When I called him out on it, when he was in my chat for the debate, the second part of the debate, ghost town. I said, do you really think that's slander? I hold words to a higher standard, and these motherfuckers will cry slander for literally everything.
Provably. So for an example of that, let's look at his video on pro-vengeance as a random example of a standard hit piece he would...
Oh my god, yeah, exactly. And it literally shows what he does. He fucking shouts slurs and shit. And I'm pretty sure he went outside of the game to say shit to people. I'm not 100% on that because it's been 9 months, but yeah.
Just to lay the groundwork for what I'm going to be talking about, to familiarize those who don't know much about his content. This video got well over 200,000 views, and a great like ratio, and it's not even a year old, so it should be a great primary example. Great tags, by the way. You're clearly just doing this for passion and nothing else.
Wow, amazing edit. By the way, oh my god, YouTuber whose job it is to do YouTube wants people to watch his content so he can make more money. God forbid. You're literally milking the shit out of this. I technically am. Sure, I can admit it. But what are you doing? You're literally milking this situation.
So these videos are apparently supposed to enact change, and he can hide behind that toxic positivity.
And it works. It works. I'm a prime example of that. Not in this situation, because he pisses me the fuck off, but yeah, it works.
So what messages did he have to console the streamer? Okay, well, he calls him sweaty despite playing fucking clown.
But it's just...
Clown was... Who fucking cares, bro? If there's a fucking moron saying slurs constantly to people... Who fucking cares if he says, this guy plays sweaty? Who fucking cares? Is that your crazy evidence?
It's funny to me that he complains about people using every advantage they can get when...
Oh my god, he was mean to them, so he's a hypocrite. My best friend says slurs all the time and actually, you know, harasses people outside of the game like fucking Shore and whatnot or whoever. But, you know, Spooks is worse because he said they play sweaty. Get over yourself.
That's all he does. When he plays Killer, he uses the sweatiest perks he can, plays in the sweatiest way possible. When he plays Survivor, he doesn't give a fuck about his teammates. He does the sweatiest shit possible with the sweatiest shit possible. All he does...
I'm not reading all that bullshit.
...is use
you could have said it.
every advantage that he could think of to win and continue his streaks.
And then he just sticks himself in the top right corner of the video for 20 minutes straight, like a Jinx reaction cam to full unedited VOD of this random dude and mocking him over what exactly?
Of course he did.
Of course he did. Of course he had perks to counter my shitty playstyle. Oh, I just was being so smug, gonna let my team die.
Is that your point against him? Oh my god, he was mean to my best friend. Oh my god.
Haha, have fun.
Like, this is what you consider worse than what your friends do? Yikes. Yikers.
We're gonna die. I don't care. And now
it says, notice the extreme talent on display as he's fucking just... editing, bro. He lives on the internet. I mean, I already was gonna say this point later on because I know for a fact he talks about that shit around my part where he brings me up for like a second. This dude lives on fucking... He lives on the internet, and it's so ironic because he's even said in streams like, "Oh my god, these people! I go to college. I'm so busy. I have a real life. I go to college. I'm not. These people are terminally on, brother. You're still using Wojak memes, and you said, which we will get into, which was kind of funny. I look like an old lolcow that I've never heard of in my life. You are on the internet." But I'll bring that up later.
It's fucking just tears.
Like, his whole thing is don't take it outside of the game, right? But this...
Yeah, Reaper 10% get for W. I'm on my last my last little bits because I drank the whole thing. So I got dub sludge.
Guy always stays in his own lane and never goes to other people's chats. He's literally just getting mad, like you do. Like we all...
I highly doubt that.
all do at this game. You want this guy to be harassed by your fans for this? You even try to paint him as a bad Survivor teammate for hiding in corners after the game was already lost?
Oh my god, fucking call the feds.
Like, he cuts out parts of the videos where he's actually helping the team because it fits his weird narrative to do so. Like, in these instances, he's just getting annoyed at the game as Survivor. He's not really doing anything, but you're gonna stick your talentless react cam in the...
Yeah, because he's shouting slurs. I remember that video. It was 9 months ago, but he's just constantly shouting slurs at people.
Top right and just mock him for getting mad. But didn't you say...
The first is comparing in-game rage and tilt to what I actually make videos about, which is people taking it outside of the game and harassing people.
I am not
personal
reading all
insults,
that.
Viewer shaming, telling people to off themselves.
If you wanted to make your point, you would have just fucking said it instead of writing text constantly in like half a second increments.
All of that stuff. That's what I make videos about.
That's not even mentioning the debate between the two that I'll get back to later, where Spooks cut out nearly 2/3 of the debate to make himself look better. He doesn't do this with...
Yeah, it's because, again, even the debate, it was about religion shit, them going in circles. It was about religion. It has nothing to do with the main point. It was about religion. Your friend Pro can constantly, I think, yeah, can constantly fucking, you know, ramble about like, oh my god, he cut out content. It's literally the full debate's on his channel, is it not? So people can just fucking go to him at this point.
Most debates, he didn't do it with mine, but for this one, because they were talking in circles, even though that's all we did during our debate, this is the same for a lot of his videos. These people he makes hit pieces on usually stay in their own lane and never go out of their way to harass anyone.
The person he's literally talking about, like, dude, this guy's such a fucking idiot. The person that he's showing currently right now, his whole point is they just stay in their own lane. They just stay in their own lane. This person he's showing right now was not only being racist in their own stream, but they went to, Michaelinator's stream to talk shit to them to the point where they got banned. Jesus Christ.
He went outside of the game, and he just sits there on his high horse and punches down.
Punches down. Oh my god, I want to fucking die.
While his fans go into the random streamer's chat and send them tons of harassment, provably.
Provably. Prove it. Now's your chance. Now's your chance. Give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
He's very, very good at manipulation and controlling the narrative. It just shows.
Okay, how? We'll give you another 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Shows you like how much of a snake he is, sort of. I've experienced this firsthand from his slaves as proof, but we'll get to that.
Firsthand is proof. It's literally this is harassment to you. I mean, let's be real. What you've said is worse, but like, come on, dude. Like, you talk shit, you get hit. That's what I've always been about, right? You even said that on stream before. Like, someone mentioned like how like you know, people like want to respond, and you were like, oh, that's okay. I'm pretty sure it's in the section I'm about to show after this, but yeah.
That when we get to that.
Yeah, no, and look at this. I haven't watched a single second of this drama other than the original callouts you made, so I have zero context or basis to create an opinion. However, these comments are just pathetic. How much of a low-life cocksucker do you have to be to go on a channel that your poppy is involved with? Yeah, I don't know if I believe that one. Bro loves criticizing other people's content, but can't even match 1% of the same energy. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, that's so bad. That's so bad.
In his Matthew Santoro video, one of the major points he made is that it's wrong for a big creator like Matthew Santoro to show someone's Twitch on stream and send his fans to harass them. But when, yeah, like he's live on Twitch showing them and talking shit. Spooks has never, to my knowledge, you could show it, but to my knowledge, Spooks has never done that. Isn't that like exactly what his main form of content is, but far worse? Like, he dedicates entire videos to ripping people to shreds because they got angry in a video game.
Ripping people to shreds. So your version of ripping people to shreds is, oh my god, this survivor is sweating. Wow. That's awful, brother.
I mean, I get it, salt content is funny, but making these dedicated hit pieces on a single person who's far smaller than him and sending your legions of brainless zombies to mass dislike and attack them seems a little hypocritical. And listen, calm down, okay? Are you okay? I know what you're gonna
We're not even in conversation with him, and he's like already like self-conscious, like calm down.
say. You're gonna say, but he hides the names though. No one can ever find them. They won't be harassed.
Yeah, and he also says don't harass them, because obviously, like I say, you're not a true fan if you go out. There are fucked up people that obviously are going to watch people's videos. But, yeah.
This has never been the case. I understand that I'm fairly involved in the DBD
Never been the case. He does that every single time. What are you talking about?
community, but I've been able to figure out basically everyone he's made a video on with minimal research.
Minimal research. I even found out who this guy is, and he has less than 3 times.
And the hiding the names is just a way to cover his own ass.
Because you're chronically online, bro. And you're one of those people that is like, if you want to find somebody, yeah, you can. If you really want to fucking find someone and harass them, there are weirdos like you that will do that.
His audience always puts their names in the comments too, which I know he can't fully control, but if he didn't make a video in the
Oh, yeah, he conceded again. He did that in the debate.
first place, there wouldn't be any harassment for these smaller content creators. No creator can fully control their fans, but you can control
There you go. Wow, conceded a second time. Wow.
where you send your fans. In the
Where you send your fans? What are you talking about? You're like, you can't control them, but you're sending them to them. I know you block out the names and you don't have control of all your comments, but you still send them. What are you talking about?
The video he made on me, he has my name in the tags. He also just cannot seem to make up his mind if he hides the names to stop people from getting harassed, or if he hides them because they want it. Many of the smaller channels he made videos
Prove it.
on were extremely unprepared for a huge channel like him to just put them on blast for literally nothing. And look,
Literally nothing. Again, it's about Shore, and Shore is provably not a good person. Even in that video, he looks like a fucking asshole. And then in Shore's response video, he was flat out lying and being fucking weird, and Spooks called him out again. And you guys like to fucking cry wolf.
Look, I know this isn't only what he's known for, but they are by far the biggest videos on his channel, and it's not even close. He won't stop making them because he has to support a stay-at-home wife, 2 kids.
What? What is... Bro, you're a weirdo.
Tyrone and Scott Gunn.
Oh, there's the Tyrone joke. Oh my god. Alright, I'm not wasting my phone.
In all seriousness, supporting a family off this content might be why he's getting so desperate, and why he started
So desperate? Bro, you're the desperate person. What are you talking about? You've been milking this shit and calling yourself the underdog.
attacking me and Angry Pug in an 801-minute video of Slop.
Attacking. Oh my god.
Making a video barely over 8 minutes long allows you to
Oh, yep, there it is. The 8 minutes.
spam it with ads, by the way, which is exactly what he does. It's not talented at all, though. I'm being serious when I say that anyone could make shit like this. There's a reason why he got so mad at me
Then do it.
calling out Slop content in my videos. All he has to do is get someone else's VOD, which he doesn't even have to find, since his fans will send him some of the toxic.
Because they are. Bro, it's crazy. Your version of toxic versus other people's version of toxic. Your version of toxic is, he was mean to my friends and he called them sweaty. And then people with a normal fucking functioning brain version of toxic is going outside of the game and talking shit, calling people slurs. I don't give a shit if you're in game, you're calling people slurs. You know, like shit like that. But it's like, just he said my friend was sweaty, but he was doing a good job. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Interactions they get, which in reality are just random people getting mad at a game that everyone...
Yeah, again, downplaying it. He said this before. He's downplaying it. It's just random people in a game. Same with his video that makes him just a super hypocrite, where he holds people hostage and talks shit to them. Oh, it's just a silly little video.
including him, has gotten mad at before. These people he publicly slanders are almost always below him, and pretty much nothing is...
Again, bro, what did I say? What did I say? Him and his friends use the word slander all the time for everything. Slander. Do you know how deep that word is? It's kind of like, slander is like his version of like people saying constantly grooming. You know how many times I hear that in the wrong context? Him and his friends use slander over everything. He would probably say this is slander. Pretty sure he said I slandered him before. It's like, brother, what are you talking about?
Accomplished after the video, besides him getting money, despite the fact that he acts as a moral warrior and he's trying to help everyone.
Talk about a situation. Talk about why I think the behavior is excessive or bad, and then put the
He doesn't need to justify being nice. Just gonna say that.
spotlight on the person who was harassed, and that I thought I was doing good, and I don't think that I'm not doing good.
People don't change after these videos are made on them. In fact, they just tend to get emboldened. No one wins after these.
You're actually wrong. I remember this instance. I don't remember his name because I also am not a freak that looks it up. But he used to do this series where he would do like top 5 salt of the week or something, and this guy would like be super toxic and whatever. It was like this teenage kid, and he like let Spooks know. He's like, hey, this was kind of fucked up of me. Like, I definitely reevaluated, yada, 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 yada. And Spooks privated the video. I remember that. I fucking remember that. So you're wrong. And it does change people like me, because I used to be like this fucking guy, in games, especially when I was playing Overwatch back in the day, competitive, and I was just fucking hateful. And I watched him in Potato Legion back in the day, and I was like, holy shit. I'm a fucking asshole. I need to relax. It's just a game. So you're wrong.
Except for him. They either get harassed by his legions of parasocial orbiters because finding these people is not a hard thing to do, or they just get more attention and views for baiting people, which is hilarious. Look at Matthew Santoro, for example. SpooknJukes made a video on him a few years ago about how he rages at the game and blah, blah, blah. Then...
Again, downplaying it. I love he did the same thing with the Dr. Disrespect. Him dog whistling that Dr. Disrespect didn't really do anything wrong. The whole blah, blah, blah thing is him downplaying it. And he's doing it again. Matthew Santoro, if you go back and watch that video, because I've recently watched it again, he's a legit asshole. He was mocking someone's accent. He would go into people's end game chat to call them terrible people, go into people's stream and criticize them, and he still does it to this day.
And for the next 2 years, he was just cool with him. Like, they were just good friends and they'd swift together and shit. Despite Matthew Santoro being such an unbearable man-child and like pulling up people's profiles, he was just cool with him because he faked an apology to the point where he deleted the video. You think for what his content stands for, he would never...
I don't know the whole situation about, like, because it's been so fucking long, but yeah, I really don't think it was a fucking fake apology. Also, what does Spooks have to gain if he's like whatever.
ever associate with
This is just a stupid
someone
point.
who's done stuff like that, but it just doesn't matter
And he's not proving anything.
to him. He pretends like he cares, but he doesn't. Matthew not
How do you know? And can you prove it? Is your proof that like he like turned his back on Matthew Santoro? Like, oh no, he thought Matthew Santoro was a good guy, and it turned out he wasn't. And he's like, all right, fuck that. Up in the video too, with the Matthew Santoro new one, he was like, hey, I gave him like a bunch of chances, and was like, hey, like you're starting to go back to your old ways. And Matthew Santoro was like, oh, fuck you, basically, and just stuck to being Matthew Santoro. So
not changing and putting on a mask shows you that these analysis of behavior videos don't really help anyone. Like, no one gets reformed and nothing positive happens for
you're wrong.
anyone but him. And he only recently came back to disown him, not because he cares, but because it would make him look bad to support such a toxic individual, despite people telling you about this for years after you privated the video. I mentioned before that he cut out parts of Pro-Vengeance's streams to make
Again, about religion.
him look like a bad Survivor teammate.
Or that. Oh my god, the slander, the S word. Oh my god.
But he actually does this a lot. Editing is
Wait, what? You're bringing up Dr. Disrespect again? You're a weirdo.
a powerful tool, trust me, I'd know. And cutting out important context to make yourself look better is
All right, is that used? Bro, you really need to fix your editing. That was like the perfect moment to you put in a text bubble. Like, he did this with me in Dr. Disrespect, even though I don't support Dr. Disrespect. He had the fucking chance, because he's been doing this whole video, popping up text like, oh, this happened, da, 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 da. That was the perfect chance for you to fucking pull up text like, he cut out context, making me look like I like Dr. Disrespect, but I don't. He didn't even do that. He didn't even do that. Fucking yikes, man. Yikes, man.
is smart, just very, very slimy. His content in general is all about vilifying one side of a situation and showing it in a
Again, Shore's an asshole.
completely black and white perspective for his brain-dead audience. Like Dora the Explorer saying, this side is good, this side is bad. Go kill and harass them.
Go kill and harass them. We went from downplaying to overplaying. That's a theme that this guy does. If you've never seen any of his stuff or the reaction, whatever, he likes to do that. If it's against him, oh, it's just a stupid little video. It's whatever, blah, blah, blah. If it's not against him, wow, Spooks is basically telling people that they should die. Yikes.
He loves to drama farm and write off other people's controversies, but barely gets into any of his own because he's never really had a hot take in his life that isn't I like Noed. He
Who cares? Oh my god, who cares?
just tells everyone what they want to hear, so he's never been used to criticism in his life.
That's not true, because he fucking, people like you get angry at him all the time, especially for his takes. I mean, he has a video which I haven't actually watched. It's like, I made Twitter angry.
There is a reason why his fanbase was such emotional skin puppets, but I'll get to that.
A lot of these, like, look at it, bro. Okay, so he's talking about like slander and harassment that people do. Hey, sorry for the long comment. I wanted to try giving constructive criticism, or at the very least, an observation. English is not my first language, so I'll do my best. I don't know how, blah, blah, blah. You strike me as a really young man. Like, this is constructive criticism. And he shows this as, like, people, oh my god, his legion of fans are crazy. Oh my god.
Damn,
Also, like I said, he's not a rage baiter because he cares. Look at this. He replies to almost every comment. And then when it's actual good criticism, he'll either reply saying they're a slave or he'll just ignore it. Like, this doesn't exist. But look at him. He cares. You can't see it right here, but he replied to this comment right up here. He replies to all of them, calling them slaves or whatever. Or, you know, he cares. So he's not really rage baiting.
later. It's because he's a yes man filtering himself and appealing to the lowest common denominator of drama slop viewers.
Okay, prove it.
He always knows how to edit around situations in subtle ways to paint the narrative.
Again, the fucking debate where they're talking about religion to the point where it's just going in circles about religion. We're talking about DBD, not religion. Who fucking cares? And the full VOD is up. People can see it. Right here. If you want to go see it, fucking watch it. Who cares?
Like when he cut out 2/3 of the pro-vengeance debate when he was actually making good points. Or
Good points about, I don't know.
when he claimed that Void Totos ducked the debate with him after there was an actual fire in his apartment. What's funny about that debate is his butt buddy
Who cares? Again, your version of slander and being toxic is like, he said a thing that was mean to the people I like. Oh, what did he say? He ducked a debate.
Rapid Main was like waiting around the corner to ambush him and like join the call during the debate.
Because, like I said, Spook said he would add me to the call so I could give the dude a piece of my mind and roast him at the end of it.
Oh no. The fucking transphobic hacker. Oh no.
As long as
Also, he said at the end of the I can't talk. He said at the end of the debate, right?
Spook said he would add me to the call so I could give the dude a piece of my mind. Because, like I said, Spook
was like waiting around the corner to ambush him and like join the call during the debate.
Because, like I said, Spook said he would add me to the call so I could give the dude a piece of my mind and roast him at the end of it. As long as
He said at the end of it. River literally just said,
Oh, he was gonna, ambush him when he was losing.
but rapping means like I was gonna join at the end. I was gonna join at the end. Oh my god, this guy. Bro, this is what he did in the first video that started this all. He would make a point and then just destroy it like a second later with the clips he uses. I don't think he realizes that.
he doesn't run away, which I assume he will, but in the chance that he doesn't,
I wouldn't blame him for running away when Spooks is going to jump scare him. At the end, with an emotional man-child. Wow. Projection at its finest. I'm not reading all this bullshit. Again, he could have said this shit instead of flashing it up on screen.
funny. It would be funny.
And I mentioned this and he denied it because it never happened because the debate didn't happen. He was still gonna.
A huge deal, but it shows more lying. You would have the full version just like Pro to prove if I edit anything out. I swear you just say shit. Yeah, except your audience is like, yep, he's even in the DM saying like, I'm the underdog and you're punching down. This guy is such a fucking loser. And we'll see why he's a fucking hypocrite himself because he talked about me on his stream. So wouldn't that mean he's punching down?
Gonna do this. It's hilarious. He was so insecure. He's just
Also, the debate didn't even happen, so he's not lying about anything. So I don't know what he's talking about.
gonna have his little brother jump in when he starts losing the argument.
Losing what argument? About hacking?
He's always able to paint the picture to make himself look like the righteous one, and will virtue signal and pander every chance he.
Yeah, oh no. Wow, what a brave statement. There are tears in my eyes. Yeah, oh no, he's being nice. God forbid.
Gets, and none of his.
I need a bingo card. I did have one for the other debate. I was more prepared. The second debate, but I need to get through this,
Fans will see through it. Whenever he does get into minor controversies because he actually said something he truly believes in, he'll either misconstrue what actually happened and paint his narrative as he always does, or he'll just backpedal.
Oh, to your point, Zan, to your point about the 2.3K subscribers, that also makes him a hypocrite because he said like, I'm a nobody and I'm just leeching off of him essentially. We'll get into that once we get to my part, but yeah, so it's like, which one is it, buddy? Are you punching down or are you being an asshole?
And pretend he didn't believe in it, and everything will be left as it should be because he's not used to facing actual criticism. Take that small Koniki situation, for example, where he posted a tweet complaining about
Should I actually get blasted? I feel like that'd be fun. I have a beatbox in the fridge. Should I get blasted while watching this? I might say some goofy shit though. So I might not. I might actually not.
the PTB, and people were actually against him for once and making good arguments against his crying. And
Yeah, that's a lot of shots. I mean, it's like I would be done the fucking. It's like a boxed wine, but yeah, I don't know.
he pulled
Yeah,
out
probably not.
the "I was just joking, bro." Just watch this video by Motherwell, and it shows how he actually acts when things don't go.
Also, I don't know of this guy's content too much, so I'm not going to talk too much shit. But every time Motherwellen is brought up, that he was brought up into a debate with some random guy who basically his point was you need to be meaner to black people and gay and trans people. That was his whole debate for Spooks. Like that was his whole point. He brought up Motherwellen, and it was proven that Motherwellen lied about what Spooks said. So this guy, I don't even see as a reliable source. Like literally anyone this guy talks about is unreliable.
His way, and he gets a taste, just a little taste of the types of things he does to other people. The people he makes videos on almost always get harassment and will sometimes even quit the game afterwards. See this video for more information.
Oh my god, again, he needs to fucking stop doing this. I made a crazy massive hip piece that I've been taking forever to edit. You want proof? See this video. Brother, you can't just show a fucking clip from that or something? I don't know. It's so stupid.
But you gotta get that paycheck in a dog-eat-dog world, I guess. He's not gonna stop due to his ego either. The only thing that could possibly make him stop is a bigger content creator calling him out, which will never happen because these
Which will never happen because he doesn't really do anything wrong. He just calls out shitty people.
creators don't get big by speaking their mind. They get big by
You're such a loser, bro.
pandering and spamming out vault speed build. He tries making
Here we go with the random strays. What the fuck did Hens do? Shout out to Hens for putting me in a video.
Like, he'll see this clip and he'll be like, oh my god, see, he's a hen's dick sucker as well. Oh my god, see, that's why you're the only reason why you're defending him.
Like, no, it's like, what the fuck? You have a problem with everybody's content, and that's why you're getting called out. And then you pull the I'm the underdog.
Other content, but it goes absolutely nowhere because he's not funny, entertaining, or good at the game, and he's only popular off these scummy snake videos. He even made a video a couple years back saying he would try to be more positive and cut
This has been a whole fucking nothing burger so far.
down on making the toxic TTV content, and he tried for a little.
I think it's better if these videos are made more occasionally, if that makes sense. And I hope you guys are cool with that. If you're not,
Who cares if he makes content calling people out? Oh my god. If you don't like it, that's fine, but who fucking cares? That doesn't make him evil.
you can unsubscribe, and I don't blame you, because if
He even said it himself. He said, if you know, whatever. It's stupid.
you're here because you want to see 1 to 2 salty TTV videos a week, I just don't want to do.
You also kind of slam dunked your own argument like a lot earlier, how you were saying like how he flexes and how, you know, he plays it safe. He plays it safe because, you know, the bills for, you know, taking care of Tyrone, the children, and the wife must be high. So you know, you're just agreeable and you have milquetoast taste. And he shows a video. I told you, this is what this guy does. He'll make a point and then just fucking slam dunk on it like a few minutes, seconds later, where he shows a video of Spook saying, if you don't like it, that's fine, you can unsubscribe. Oh my god.
Do that anymore.
But when you're a full-time YouTuber and have no talent outside of drama farming, and this is all you can do, it won't work out to pay that rent. I mean, you can see. Eventually, he just gave up and started punching down again. And despite
Oh my god, fucking punching down, I want to fucking die.
leaping at every possible opportunity for drama, he didn't cover the drama with Otsdarva and Aventic, or
Yeah, because that fucking situation is, first of all, that's insane. And what, like, you're talking about like marriage shit. Am I correct? Like talking about like a love life. I feel like content creators who actually made shit about that are pretty fucking shitty. From what I've heard with the situation, I don't know too much about it, but it's just like, holy hot damn. Hold on, my girl texted. Holy fucking hot damn. Like that's like, I don't know, that I feel like, to me, that's like crossing the line. You're talking about actual like relationships, you know, like holy shit.
Nina, which kind of came across as strange to me, that the biggest DVD drama channel wouldn't make a video on such a serious and huge situation when he's hurt so many smaller creators and even ones I've personally met and talked to recently over
See again, he was toxic to my friends. He said they were sweaty.
nothing. But then I remembered Otsdarva is actually bigger than him, so he wouldn't be stepping on ants for a change, and it's probably not worth it. Gotta milk those 801-minute videos on smaller targets, it seems. And let me just be
Were they married? I don't know. I think it was his girlfriend, but that's like some actual like serious shit. And plus, he doesn't even make videos about that. That's not even his realm of content. Now, if she was like making toxic, like being toxic, like in the game and shit like that, that's what he talks about. He doesn't talk about like, he's not like fucking Keemstar. I don't know if Keemstar does anything anymore, but he's not like Keemstar where he's like, oh, this is just it. Utstarva's girlfriend is a fucking freak. Sorry, that was my finger slipped. But you know, he doesn't make content like that. That was fucking terrible timing.
be serious for a second. Unlike a lot of these huge cancel culture, like this guy's the worst YouTuber videos, he's not like a terrible guy. I've talked to him and he seems fine. It's just this content's like just poison. There's
No, it's clear that you don't like him because of all the shit you've said. You wouldn't be bringing up some bullshit about his wife saying that they were black or pretending they were black and saying, well, he's not that bad of a guy. He's not that bad of a guy. You can't do that. Zan's in the chat in there too. Shout out to Zan, the real one. But no, for real, like, you can't do both. Like, see, this is what, like, at the end of the debate, he was just, like, just trying to just constantly talk to Spooks when Spooks was just not interested.
no huge scandal. He hasn't, like, you know, texted a minor or something, but you gotta stop at some point. This is awful. Like, he's an alright guy.
Yo, all drama aside, hope you boys are doing well. I am gonna continue.
Yeah.
You too.
Running Dark Souls here if that's cool with you guys.
I haven't played
Very
Dark
good.
Souls.
I'm gonna
too, man,
mute
is it?
so you guys can have the floor, so there's
You
no
haven't played Dark
interruption.
Souls? Wait, what'd you say, River?
I haven't played Dark Souls, the first one. I'm just an Elden Ring scrub.
Criminal.
I played,
Oh, dude, Dark Souls 1 is great.
I got it. I have Dark Souls 3 on
So
Steam.
good.
I got it on sale, but I've never played.
He realizes it's just dumb internet drama. And yeah, but like, you're saying this and then you're bringing up like his, not only, see, if this was true and it was just internet drama to you, you wouldn't be bringing up his wife and his kids. The way you framed at the beginning his fucking kids, like basically Spooks is like predator baiting, is so fucking disgusting. And then now you're gonna be like, oh well, he's not that bad of a guy, it's just his content. Get the fuck out of here. You're a weirdo, 100%. Like bringing, like, I'm sorry, but that crosses a line in my book. Bringing up someone's significant other, especially their kids, in that way, and like saying he's basically predator baiting is fucking, that is, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Highly recommend.
And then you're like, oh, but please, let's be friends. Let's be friends.
New gen.
Look at us coming together over Souls games. See, we can't find common ground.
Okay, anyways, yeah, you guys have some stuff to talk about, so we'll just leave you with it. But he's gonna keep making this stuff for the foreseeable future, and
Who cares?
he isn't gonna stop because it's all he knows how to do, and his fan base loves it because they're just a hive mind of unemployed, drama-hungry losers.
Unemployed. It's so funny that this is coming from a college student that has obviously no life experience. I'm sorry, if you're in college, this is not an insult to you. But if that's all you're doing, you are not in the real world. I'm sorry. We've all been there, okay? I think we can all agree that college has its different stressors in life, but you're not interacting with the real world. You're not interacting, a majority, you know? There are some edge cases, but majority of the time, especially with this guy, you're not interacting with the real world. You don't have a fucking job. You might pay a few bills here and there, but you're not fucking doing anything. You know what I mean? You don't have the life stressors as an adult. So it's very rich for this guy to be like, "Oh my god, these people are chronically online," when he's fucking just doing this shit, you know?
Speaking of which,
all right, here we go. This is my time to shine.
regardless of whether or not you like his content or personality, even some of his dick suckers have.
We made it, boys. Okay, so we're gonna take a pause. This is the perfect time to pause with this because I'm pretty sure this is the only time I'm mentioned in this video. He did this is very relevant too, and it's a small section, but it's not as small as that. He did a 5 hour and 33 minute and 43 second live stream. Now remember that. Remember how long this is.
You don't have anything.
You know who else made a video on me that I haven't really seen? I just skimmed through. Oh my god, I fucking closed it again. Gotta stop doing that. Hold up. Reaper DVD.
I'm in the big leagues.
Oh god, this guy's so irrelevant. I can't fucking find him.
This guy is so irrelevant.
Oh my god, you're punching down. Oh, you're punching down.
Please, you're punching down.
It's like Reaper with a 3, right?
I'm dickhead. I'm literally right here. I'm so irrelevant, but it took like half a scroll to find me.
Yeah, first of all, he made like the same video I did. I haven't really...
Okay, no, I didn't. Mine is obviously fucking better. But no, no.
really watched it, but...
I haven't really watched it. That's a theme with this guy too.
Members only? Oh my god.
What's the criticism there? Members only? You have a problem with that? I like to take care of my members here, okay?
Yeah, apparently this
Exactly, 100%. If I'm not relevant, why even bring me up?
5-hour video
Hey, yo, pause.
is like him reacting to the debate or something. I just skimmed through it a little bit. He was just saying nothing the whole time.
Of course, he brings up the part where I'm having a massive crash out. But he's such like he doesn't understand when he'll like make a point and then just make us like he'll just slam dunk it a second later. Oh, I just skimmed through the video. I didn't really watch it, but he says a lot of nothing.
This whole fucking debate.
Of course, he's at the I don't know. It seems a little intentional, but he had to play the part where I'm having an absolute meltdown. And that's honestly, there's a reason for that because this guy was just constantly stuttering, constantly just moving the goalpost, constantly said punching down. You know, there was a lot.
Dude, you're stuttering.
something and you're making points that you fucking either concede to, bring up the fucking stupid bingo card, or fucking just meme the hell out of it and just move on to
Dude, what the fuck is your problem? You
That debate was my problem, brother. That fucking debate gave me it burnt me out so much, dude. By the end of it, I was just dead. It took me 2 fucking days to do. 2 days to record because it was so long and like there was a lot to say, but I was just crashing out.
know the thing. That's one thing I want to bring up that I think is funny. It's the fedora stock image. Yep. One thing I want to bring up that I think is funny is SpooknJukes is all positivity, right? He would never, demean anybody for his community. Would never demean anybody for stuff they can't control, right? The whole stuttering thing is like one of their main points.
Yeah, because it was just constant. The reason why it's brought up is because you act super confident and so well spoken in your videos and how they're so well done. And then you go to a debate and you're like, people wouldn't be like that if you weren't a fucking asshole to everybody.
I'm not going to use it as an excuse, but I do have diagnosed anxiety.
Then why aren't you stuttering right now, brother? Why aren't you stuttering now?
because he's punching down in his fan base.
Oh my god. Wrong button.
Medicated, but isn't it a little, oh, you're stuttering, yeah, I have anxiety, and depression. It's like,
oh my god. Can you imagine if anyone that's not in his bubble says that? Can you imagine that? He would be all over that.
They're bringing up, also, keep in mind the fact that, he's 10 times bigger.
Here we go again, the punching down.
Literally 100 times bigger in the community than me, inviting me to his retarded fucking thing to just deflecting every argument I made.
That was literally you. The whole time.
And
that's what I was talking about. The place where you perfectly put me to look like a weirdo.
Fucking all his butt buddies who came to my chat are like, holy stuttered, bro. You stuttered, bro. You stuttered, dude. It's like,
bro, you had people from your circle in my chat, so that's not even a criticism.
Yeah, but he's bigger though.
Go, if you talk about me, go to that part where I'm going. So the people in your circle like, wow, what is this problem?
Yeah. I did. It doesn't take away from any of my points. It just,
You had no points. That's a problem. It wasn't necessarily the stuttering. That did get really annoying. It was the fact that you made no points, and then he would ask you a question, and you'd just be like, you just melt down. So that was the problem. The stuttering, I didn't even call out immediately because I was like, okay, whatever, he's stuttering. But the whole fucking time, you had nothing to say. And the only thing you did say was, and it gets to people where it's like, holy shit.
I wasn't quite prepared, obviously. I'll be much more prepared in the video.
And you weren't. What a shame. You weren't. Wow, I'm actually surprised. I'm just noticing that now. He has the add-on for Google Chrome to show likes and dislikes. 98 likes and 1 dislikes. Let's fucking go, boy. That's a crazy ratio.
He said he might want to do another debate after the video, which I don't know. Spook should be banned for brigading. Spook's own chat was, and that's fine. I mean, my chat was making fun of him too, but it's just the double standard is funny, in my opinion.
It's crazy because I said this earlier. He was like, he's reading a chat message that's like, oh, Spook should be banned or something for brigading. And he's like, oh, that's fine. And then in the video, he's like, oh my god, he said his legions of fans to me. Just pick one. You can pick one. Either one. That's fine. Just pick one. Pick an argument. Stick with it.
I understand this debate. I could have handled this debate a lot better. But at the same time, I've not heard many good points for how I, quote-unquote, lost it.
Because you don't read the comments. Of course, there's people like, oh, take the L, bro. That's not very constructive. But there are paragraphs. Again, we've seen it in the video that you presented. You scrolled down really fast and didn't think people would pause it. But there's people saying, like, hey, this is constructive criticism. Yada, yada, yada. And you just don't read them.
You know what I thought was fucking funny? I'm going to bring this up in the video, too. Is that, I gotta open another tab. Basically, you remember this, fucking poll I made? Let me show you something. You remember this fucking poll I made right here that SpooknJukes won?
You got some balls for even posting that. So who actually won the debate?
Like, by a lot. You know what's funny? He comments, he's like, bro lost to, Princess Peach with a fucking skull because he's 30 and he's using skull modes like TikTards do.
You're still using Wojak memes, so you can't even make this criticism.
You know what's funny is before he sent his fucking slaves to
Slaves? That's such a weird word to use for it.
mass vote that the fucking random poll I made, look at what it looked
It couldn't be that I wasn't prepared at all, and I was stuttering the whole time. No, that couldn't be why. It's just his fans, and that's it.
like when it was just on my stream, this last stream. Oh yeah, this is the rape tier list. I think it was like around the end.
What the fuck is this guy's problem? Oh, shout out to Zan. He's in the chat. Shout out. I'm pretty sure he's obsessed with this guy now. River is obsessed with Zan.
Did I make it like right around the end? Yeah, I'm making it right here.
Bro, but you're such a nobody, bro. You're such a nobody because you only have 4K subscribers. We're in the nobody club.
Look, like it's not a huge sample size, but the only people who would know about, I think I reload it and it's
What the fuck is
like 80 or something.
What the hell is that? Desktop, whatever.
Right? No, okay.
He banned me from his last stream while his fans called me unemployed pedo. That's crazy. Yeah, like I haven't seen any of Spook's audience calling River or anyone else a pedo. That's crazy work.
He like for a while, this is the only screenshot I have, but for a while it was basically mostly people saying 50-50. And that would only be my audience. That's why my audience are not fucking group thinking retards.
Yeah, because I'm going to say a slur. But yeah, that's because they agree with me. Anyone who agrees with me isn't dumb.
They're like, oh, it's 50-50. Like he made some good points, you made some good points, blah blah blah. And then the second he makes his hit piece video
Yeah, so if I don't win, it should be 50-50.
on me, all of them come and spam vote him. Like it means something.
It should be 50-50, okay? And they should prove why. And if they actually make a good point, I'm not going to read it.
What's funny is even the video that he made.
I should speed this up so I can finish the video in time.
Fuck, what am I saying? Oh, Cookie Wizard, hello. Yeah, that's. You gonna make the DVD pedophile tier list? I want to see that.
This guy's such a weirdo. What the fuck?
But yeah, like, look at this fucking cesspool. This is the is it gonna show it? Yeah, look at this. Like, I'm used to getting bad like ratios because I speak the truth. Blah blah blah. They're not gonna have a good point. No one has good points in this comment section. Nearly no one.
Nearly no one. This. Yeah, look at this. Literally no one. The best part of this debate was when it went kind of civil just for a little bit. Spoos basically sat you down on his knee and told you how to debate, fact check, research. You admitted to being bad at all that basically as well. Then 5 minutes later accused him for his fans not doing their research, fact checking. Yeah, that's good criticism. Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, blah 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 blah. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
L.
Yeah. Why'd you skip this one? Huh? Why'd you skip this one? Interesting. Why did you skip this one? You went from this one to this one. Why? Because this one's actual good criticism? I'm going to move my face. I'm going to read, like, the first part. Where the fuck is my face cam? Okay, there. I don't even have to remove. In the intro section, you wanted people to come to their own conclusion, but before I summarize mine, I want to add a disclaimer that I haven't watched the entire debate. I stopped at 3:38 when you both decided to change topics. Also, don't watch SpooknJukes content. The one time I did involve another content creator I was interested in. Spooks acted like the media of some sorts. Anyway, right from the get-go, you act really disingenuously after the first question. Yeah, he does a breakdown, and he just skips it. Why did you skip it, brother? You're talking about how no one has really good things to say.
And then, get a job. Bingo card was cringe, stuttering when I have anxiety.
Here's what I'm going to say, Timmy, about that. Who fucking cares? That's what I'm doing now. Like it or not, that's what I'm doing. I call shitty people out, whether it be streamers or not. That's what I'm doing, where I'm basically saying, hey, let's be nicer to each other. And it obviously works because I'm a prime example of change. Okay? Maybe not in this video because this guy annoys the shit out of me and he's he's called me a cocksucker, so whatever. The gloves are off. Who cares? Oh my god, he's making money for being a nice guy. I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to be crass, but come on. Let's be fucking for real. I'm doing the same thing, but not really with streamers. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. He's making money off of being nice, or you know, someone gets harassed and then he calls them out. I'm just being honest.
Rage, like again, like he sends his entire butt buddy audience to fucking spam dislike.
Just spam it. But I'm gonna skip the comments that say actual good criticism.
Spam comment the video. Isn't this exactly what he's trying to have not happen? He's like, oh my god, Matthew Santoro like showed this guy's stream, and oh my god, it's gonna like people are gonna go to his stream, and or for me, he said, oh my god.
Okay, he's just yapping.
Like, literally
Hold on.
Fat and just a good guy in this video. You.
Yeah, he's
Constructive than this
downplaying it.
The Spooks video is like the worst I've ever seen. Record. Okay,
Holy shit. Okay, he's yapping. He talks more about me.
You mean the hard R retard? Or hard R N-word? If you're talking about the Twitter shit, that's a whole other can.
Whatever. He's just yapping. Whatever. Shut the fuck up. Okay, now he's back to me.
Oh yeah, they get really mad over the word retard. I don't know. I grew up with the word, and I think it's a funny word. I'm not gonna stop saying it.
Oh, good defense. You know, the thing is, like, I don't have a huge issue with that word. I've definitely gotten better at not saying it, and the reason why is because I learned that there is actual oppression that has come with that word. The reason why most people don't think of it as a slur is because those people are not seen. They're not really seen in society, which is very unfortunate. Like I said, my fiance works with kids who have autism and are on the spectrum. So I learn a lot about that, and that word carries a lot of weight with those types of people. It's been used to systematically rape and abuse those people. And like a lot of those people that have autism and who are on the spectrum or who have Down syndrome can't even get checkups, like vaginal checkups, because of that oppression. So yeah, that word carries a lot. I'm not gonna shit my pants over it, but do I think it's worse than the N-word? Personally, no, but it's still a slur. So yeah, I don't think you're a bad person if you say it, because I used to say it like just unknowingly, but after learning the history and stuff like that, I try not to say it because, you know, that's a shitty word.
Okay, yeah, I skimmed through this video and it's just him being...
And then, see, that's the difference between me and him. I have a nuanced conversation about that, and he's just, I think it's funny word.
Really fucking annoying. Like, he didn't, like, really make any good points. I haven't commented or anything.
Yeah, see, okay, listen to that. He said he skimmed through the video earlier, right? Listen to what he says.
I'm not gonna stop saying it. Okay, yeah, I skimmed through this video and it's just him being really fucking annoying. Like, he didn't, like, really make any good points.
He didn't make really any good points, but he said he skimmed through it.
I haven't commented or anything. Fedora Man. Am I really Fedora Man now? 5 hours, dude. Like, Christ.
Again, he says 5 hours. Look at the stream he just did. You can't see it, but it's 5 hours, 33 minutes, 43 seconds. Not only that, again, it's just to dismiss anything I have to say. Not only that, this stream he did a day ago is 10 hours, 33 minutes. The stream after the one he talks about me is 7 hours and 1 minute. So, yeah, he's literally just... he has no point, obviously, and he's just trying to diminish me by pulling up me having an absolute crash out and saying I made no good points and basically saying, oh, he made a long video, so bad. Long equals bad.
Goalposts in real time.
Like, God,
Say mocking me. I mean, it is what it is. You can, because I, was mocking him, especially stuttering, so sure, fair game, but... I mean, come on. If that's all you have to say, and that's how the debate went with Spooks. So, I mean, I'm not surprised.
This guy's so annoying. I don't know who the fuck this guy is either. There's so many nobody creators who are somehow getting less views than me and less notoriety than me when I just started a month ago trying to piggyback off me.
So that's you admitting to punching down, is it not? If you're calling me a nobody and calling other people nobodies, why are you talking about me? Isn't your whole thing punching down? Don't you hate punching down? Right? And you can't be like, oh, I only have 2K subscribers, because he said that shit before. He's like, oh, I'm making only DVD content for a month, so I technically only have 2K subscribers, so I'm never, ever going to punch down. You can't say that and then be like, this guy is nobody. Wouldn't that mean I'm more popular than you? 2 times more popular than you?
Like, I just started a month ago.
See, again, like... So, like, which one is it? He flip-flops. He's like, I'm not that popular, but I'm popular than them. So your whole point about you having 2K subscribers and not punching down is invalid. Specifically with this part. Because that is exactly what you're doing. You're saying, I started a month ago and I'm already popular. You were making content that wasn't DVD way before and got subscribers from that.
These people are trying to... piggyback off me, which is hilarious, because
I'm definitely not. This all started with your first video, which I watched before Spooks. I even reacted to it. I'm about to pull out the video and the date, because I still have it. Why can't I? Okay. I'm going to pull it out just for context. Blah, blah, blah. It's in my DVD streams. I don't want to accidentally, like, dox myself. Okay. The file name usually has it. Where is it? I think I named it. Where the fuck is it? I can... Oh, wait, yeah, I called it React. Okay, properties. So this video right here, I did a React stream. It was created April 25th. This was before Spooks' videos and shit. I actually reacted to your shitty video April 25th. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to stir the pot. Then I reacted to this because I thought everything you were saying was so bad faith and so terrible. And you contradicted yourself from the get-go and you're still doing it. So I reacted to it. But before Spooks even made a video or whatever, I knew of you. You were recommended to me.
fucking started. I have like 6 videos. Like these nobody creators who have been making videos for years. Oh, he makes fucking... Yeah, I'm familiar with some of this guy's stuff.
Yeah, he says I'm a nobody, but look. He watched the Everybody Hates. Bro! He's a fan!
He makes like salt shit that gets 2,000 views per video. How long has he been making shit? Oh my...
Oh, he watched the Everybody Hates... Bro, he likes my Everybody Hates series. Wow. Wow.
God.
I'm a nobody though, right?
Holy...
He watched the This Is Skill-Based Matchmaking video. Did you see that? Wow, okay. You went down a lot.
Okay, start DVD. When does he start DVD? First one, I think.
Yeah, DVD's not fun. Bro is a fan! What? What? Are you kidding me? I've only watched the DVD videos because I was recommended to you. Brother, you've been watching me since 3 years ago. What are you on about? Bro, I'm a little bit flattered, but like, bro, see, he's pretending like he doesn't know me. Unless you like skim through. I highly doubt it because look, you watched the full videos. Come on now. Come on now. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's like basically right around dead hard hit validation. So yeah, he's been making this shit for 3 years, and I'm already bigger than him. So he's trying to
see. There it is. So he's punching down. He proved it. He's punching down. You just proved you're punching down.
I've been making it for a month. I'm already bigger than him.
Yep, punching down. Should I call the cops now? Is that my cue?
So, bullying is a good thing. Yeah, bullying is a good thing. Like bullying helps people. It's like tough love, you know.
It's so funny that he says that, but he's like, you punching down. Anytime anyone responds, even though he throws the first stone, he's like, oh my god, stop. I'm so irrelevant, but you scroll down and you've watched multiple of my videos. Come on, bro. Stop lying.
You'll remember those experiences. People like this need to be bullied. That's what I'm going to say. People like this need to be bullied. This guy looks so much like a fucking
People like this need to be bullied. Oh, pause the video quick before I can make any points. Oh. Good thing we paused the video.
old lolcow, that like really old internet lolcow called O3B Good. If anyone knows who that is, he's like discount Chris Chen.
See, I know of lolcows, but this guy is so chronically online, and we'll get back to that. We'll get back to the video, but I thought this was kind of funny, sure, but yeah, he just proves right here. He slam dunks his other argument about Spooks fans being chronically online. He even said that about Spooks. He's like, you live in your house all day and don't do anything. But he knows these super old lolcows that I've never heard of in my life.
O3B Good. Like, what is this? Yeah.
Chad, do I look like him? Hold on. Hold on, chat. Chat, be real. Be so for real. Hold on. I need to take my headphones off. Wrong hand. Oh, fuck. He might have a point. I have a longer nose, though. See that? I got a longer nose. I kind of... Shut up, chat. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Guys, shut up. That's mean. That's mean. Shut up. Shut up. I don't like you.
He looks so much like this guy. Like,
On. Real test. Real test. You ready? I gotta make the double chin. Oh my god, I do. Oh my god, he might actually have a point. I gotta like fuck up my hair. Alright. He might actually... Chad, I think I'm cooked for that. Chad, I think I might be cooked for that. He might have a point. He might have a point. Oy. Alright, he's got me there.
he's like discount Chris Chen. Doesn't he look like this guy? I don't need this anymore. Look at him. He looks so much...
Yeah, he's got me there. Yeah, he's got
like him. I don't think anybody knows who this is.
See, well, that just proves to me that you're on the internet. But that was funny. All right, that's the last thing he talks about. Me. But all right, here we go. Back to the video.
I have to admit that he has by far the worst.
I cooked myself. Yeah, I shouldn't have done the comparison. Fuck, I'm invalid.
Worst fan base of any DBD YouTuber, and it's not even close. I've experienced it firsthand myself.
I've experienced it firsthand myself, and you're debating Zan. That would mean you're punching down from what you said earlier, by the way.
His fan base tends to be the types who just live on Twitter and love...
Cooked when he said you look like that guy. Also, when he said Spooks lives at home, he won the debate right there. He fucking did. Is he your guys? Shut up. Shut up.
Of this type of drama and love the negative...
I just have a longer nose. Wait, the face cam's fucked up. Guys, you didn't tell me.
...negative interaction and love dogpiling on people. You know the type of person...
Love dogpiling. Oh my god. Gen Z.
I mean...
Bro, you're using Wojak memes and you're talking about old lolcows. Funny, granted, funny, but that's what you're doing.
And it's not a surprise for basically the biggest DVD drama channel with such an influence on all these slaves. It makes sense that they'd be the types of miserable...
Bro, that's such a weird fucking word to use for like... You could have said like drones or bots or something. You call them slaves? Yikes.
Terminally online goblins. When I had my little nothing drama with him, which I will get into later, he basically just made his few little hit pieces, chewed me up, and spat me out like everyone else. And his
hit pieces, oh my god.
Fan base came in droves to send me harassment and...
They come in droves, and he...
The death threats. You know.
Where's the death threats? I've never seen any death threats from that. Where's the death threats? Other than take the L.
No, the usual. They were sending the most copy-paste, uninteresting, black and white comments while punching down with no real argument. Despite the legions of fanboys telling me, you got cooked, bro, which happens to basically anyone he makes a slander piece on. They could never tell me why or how I actually lost and failed to make...
This goes on for a while, and there are people that write, like, books saying, like, hey, you know, yada, yada, yada.
Good arguments because they're incredibly emotional and parasocial. But like I said, we'll get into that later. And trust me, I get it. I know the plausible deniability argument that he and his fans will use. No creator has full control over his fans, but you do have full
You even admitted that earlier.
control over where you send them. Making a video cut.
Wait a second. Am I going fucking crazy? Didn't we just watch this? Or did he just say this again? I think he said this again.
Cutting out important context and painting an incredibly black and white picture to defame and smear me will make some of these
Like what? The Dr. Disrespect shit, which even in this video, you didn't have the fucking balls to put in text, or not the balls, the brains to put in the text when you showed off Dr. Disrespect in a random clip with no context. You didn't put, hey, I don't condone this guy.
these losers want to go and harass me. It's not like they just come out of nowhere, especially with a fan base like this.
Oh, but when you do, it's fine. See, this is where you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite in the fact that you've done it before and you fucking went out of your way to talk major shit. But if someone else does it, whether it be Spooks fans or not, it's a big problem.
Of group thinking sheep with no original thoughts in their head. They're going to do it, and you can't just pull the plausible deniability every time, since you've defamed dozens of people at this point, and this is all you're known for, and this happens every single time. He really was the pioneer of DVD toxic Twitch streamer does this videos, and you can tell he knows that because he spams his tags with them even when it's not relevant to the video at all.
Yeah, he really does repeat his fucking points over and over. He has this thing about the tags. Who cares? Oh my god, again. Oh my god, he wants to make money. Oh.
Other people in his bubble, like his butt buddy Scott Junn, just live
I don't know why he hates this guy so much, by the way.
off slander. I called him out briefly in a few videos, and instead of providing actual good
Yeah, again, slander. Again, his friend fucking came into my chat. Was like, he slandered me, and I was like, how? And he's like, oh, he said that we were deleting comments. And I was like, you call that slander? And then he left. Ghost town.
good arguments against me because his brain has been fried from sitting in a room with dirty laundry and sweatpants for the past decade and telling people what they want to hear in a text-to-speech voice reading off patch.
Who cares? Who cares? Why do you care so much? What, like, why does that fester and hate into you that he does that? There's a crazy button where you could just fucking click it and do not recommend channel. Holy shit.
Notes. He just slanders me in the top comment of Spook's video saying that I got destroyed, which he doesn't tell me how.
Yeah, see, he's so self-conscious about people saying, like, hold this L, you got destroyed. Like, he fucking cares too much.
Because they never do, thinking it's hard. And that I took a debate with him, and that I deleted his comments. All of this is factually untrue, but they don't care.
He constantly says factually, but doesn't show proof.
Spooks will hard it and pin it, and their entire personalities are built off punching down at a much smaller creator, making...
Also, did he just say that it's factually untrue that he got, like, owned? He did. Spooks didn't own him. He owned himself.
valid points with slander, because for some...
Slander! Oh my god, there we go again. I don't think he knows what a lot of things mean.
Someone as terminally online as him, he doesn't know...
Terminally online. You called me an old lolcow, which is funny. I kind of do look like him. Like the skinny version of him, for sure. But you're chronically online, brother.
Somehow that
you're terminally online, whatever you want to call it.
YouTube will autofilter comments all the time. This was my last comment to him in a thread, by the way. But Scott Junn likes slander, and he's all about
slander. Again, can you read the true talent fan was homophobic and transphobic? Not true. I don't get the context of this. I don't fucking care.
That, so I'm not
like, this isn't slander. Reading that, and to be fair, he does attract a lot of people against the woke flag mob. Just look at his comments. He's still in it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any slander. I don't care. He does this throughout the whole video. He just throws up a screenshot. That's his proof. That's it. Done.
Making a good point. These are the people he surrounds himself with. Spooks, Scott Junn, and Rapidman are sort of like always on each other's asses, and they could do no wrong.
You pro vengeance, sure, and your fucking other butt buddy who was in my chat, the Homer Simpson guy, the fat unemployed, whatever his channel name is, are all in that bubble and all in that circle of your own that like jerk each other off.
Regardless of,
I wouldn't be surprised if any of you are in my fucking chat right now.
Who makes a good point? They'll never hear it.
But it's crickets.
Hilarious, but his fans don't care about doing their own research on stuff like this because they just want to join in on the dog pile regardless of evidence because they're miserable. I wouldn't mind it if it was constructive, but this is just kind of cringe.
It's just kind of cringe, but I ignore people with actual constructed criticism. I can't talk.
It's the most emotional group thinking way of going about this, and no one has proven me wrong. But I mentioned his influence too. Other creators kind of started copying him and following around in his footsteps afterwards, like his little brother vying for approval Rapidman.
I don't think I've seen like content. Again, he's like, oh my god, he followed his footsteps, but he's pulling up shit from fucking 4 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
and his alcoholic unemployed brother who left the
Again, 2 years ago, 2 years ago.
family, Aaron Duke. As I mentioned in the DBD community video, it's even rubbed off on
He's a fan of me though, so that's a win.
other creators like Skyfaction and Choi to make hit piece videos framing someone as the bad guy while cutting out
Framing people as the bad guy, even though they talk about people going outside the game, using slurs. We've been through this. We know.
important context of both sides being toxic in the situation, like endgame chats or the other person's perspective, as was the case with Pro Vengeance, where they didn't show the endgame chats and just painted him as the villain. And these narratives are genuinely dangerous. Choi's video on Titan of the Mind got his robots to mass report Titan's DBD account and got his
That's not how it works. And also, from my knowledge, he threatened a dev, or he said a dev should die. So, yay.
account banned for a month when he didn't break
Slop bans cannot be harassment and hate speech. Yeah, like I said,
the rules.
it's just not random.
It was right after he made the video. It's not a coincidence. It's all about analyzing behavior, right? Spook's video on One Letter Shore provably got his PlayStation account banned.
Provably got his PlayStation account banned. He said in the debate that people mass reported him on PlayStation. I want to bring this up to you guys. These are months apart. He got a warning. Then he got a 7-day ban or whatever. Months apart, 30 days. If it was like right after the video and people were attacking it like that, just like boom, 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 like he says, that like droves of fans came in, don't you think they would have been a little odd that they're months apart? Right? Are we really like, oh, Shore said a thing where he's basically, I mean, it's been proven that Shore lies, just even on his channel. Okay, that's proof. That's actual proof. But don't you think it's a little weird that if he actually got banned from PlayStation by the droves of fans, it wouldn't be months, literal months apart?
Like days after the video came out because of the mass reporting.
Yeah, PlayStation, I can't even fucking talk. PlayStation does not ban false report bans. Yeah.
This is not a coincidence, but it's all about analyzing the behavior, right? Spook's debate on Pro Vengeance got his moderator doxxed.
Again, he came into my chat talking shit about how Scott John slandered and all that shit, and he'll probably mention it, but they talked about it where he's like, "Oh, it's a private video, so I don't want to, get it out yet."
Just for being the guy's moderator, like
He said he'll make the video public. Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Why didn't he keep it public? If it's such a fucking, if you guys are having a shit show, even during the debate, then why not keep it public? Because I would like to see that. Genuinely.
3 days after the
And at this point, like, I don't even fucking care because they lie all the time. So it's like at the same time, I don't really care.
debate, but it's all about analyzing behavior, right? Like,
Oh wow, yeah, he's eating a corn dog. Haha, he's gay, right, guys? Haha.
you can't just keep pretending this shit doesn't happen. This type of content is seeped into all the community and heightened the cancel culture and one-sided views, and SpooknJukes is such a prominent figure nowadays. His fans are also the ones who instigate situations and then cut out the
Cut out the context, bro. What are you talking about? Literally in Shore's video that was about him, Shore lied and said, there's more context. So SpooknJukes said, hey, Miss Dual Threat, pull your VOD back up because he's provably lying. And she did. He didn't cut out anything other than the fucking nothingness, and he's even said that in the debate.
context and play the victim, and then send him the clip of the toxic streamers, as we saw with Miss Dual Threat, sending him the
There it is. He didn't cut out anything, and it was proven that he didn't. All he cut out was just fucking nothingness.
evidence of One Letter Shore harassing her, which was so incredibly nothing because everything was kept inside the game. He was just making fun of a clearly vapid streamer, but I guess he deserves getting his
Vapid? Clearly vapid streamer. How is she vapid? Oh, we're just gonna walk past that. I'm just gonna say claim and say it's proven, and then not prove it.
account banned for that. The dates lining up are just too convenient, but this is what a mob mentality does to people. He can't
Yeah, the 3 dates that are months apart.
just keep pretending these aren't his fans. The guy who doxed Pro Vengeance's mod is provably someone in the Spook
Probably deleting all the tweets calling Spooks. Oh, this tweet again. I know he doesn't have control of his fan. You keep saying that. You know the truth. You know the truth, and you keep saying in your video, but you're like, oh, but he does this thing.
fan base because the Twitter account was linked to someone
And then he brings up Punch Down again. Oh my
defending him
god.
for saying the
This is
N-word.
why I'm not
I
reading
truly
this
believe
shit.
these types of pretentious videos started with him, and these lolcows who make them don't believe what they're doing at all. They just know it will work from how much this community loves dogpiling on people with no evidence.
I'm assuming he's talking about me because he said lolcows, and I don't know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing, brother. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't take a fucking scientist to figure this shit out. Brain chemist to figure this shit out. This is black. This is pretty black and white, cut and dry. You are a hypocrite.
Evidence. You can see how butthurt these people get when they're actually criticized or get a taste of their own medicine because they're.
he's gonna bring up this stream. How long has it been? An hour and 30 minutes so far. He's gonna be like, "See, this is exactly what I was talking about." But it's like, you make a video, I make a video, you bring me up, I respond. You know, there's a back and forth. You can't just say something or even throw the first pebble, which he didn't do for me, but throw the first fucking stone and then not expect someone to answer back. And that's what I'm doing because you talked about me on your stream.
They're not
I was gonna end it there, but you talked about me on your stream, so.
used to the slightest bit of backlash while playing Holier Than Thou. I mean, you saw how triggered Spook and Hairline got when I made fun of his content for 30 seconds in a 20-minute video on the community in general, right?
Is it 30 seconds? Is it? Because I'm pretty sure he's not accurate. He's downplaying that. Blah, blah, blah.
Slaves look good.
Okay. Slop content. 9 minutes. Holy shit. Let's see. Where's it start?
Just put some random guy on blast for guy faction and Choi sometimes.
So 13 minutes.
Make this type of stuff where you basically just put some random guy on blast for Choi sometimes.
Here, we'll
Spook and Jukes.
fuck it. We'll put a timer. I'm petty. We'll put a timer. A stopwatch. You ready?
Aaron Duke, who also quit. Even Sky Faction and Choi sometimes make this type of stuff where you basically just put some random guy on blast for being annoying on Twitch or something. It's essentially just slop drama farming and doesn't really accomplish anything besides bringing more attention to people who want it, despite hiding names or getting people harassed and defamed. This is another thing you never see in other communities. What other community like goes over someone's VOD on Twitch and like showcases them being toxic and pretending they're better? Like, it's so weird. What other community does that? This community's latest villain has been Titan of the Mind. He's just villain of the week. He got slandered for saying some base stuff on stream, and Choi simply making a video on him got his Dead by Daylight account mass reported over nothing, and now he's been banned for a month. Just over a mob mentality, and nobody cares, by the way. A similar thing happened to this guy recently. The community is just so emotional.
He's still bringing up Spooks, by the way. That's why the timer's still going.
Never really being rational. And these creators who make these videos are just such disingenuous cocksuckers, and they'll always act coy and act like they're high and mighty for not daring to take the game as seriously as these goblins while constantly raging on their own stream. There's a serious pretentious
okay.
personalities and toxic
It still
positivity
goes.
in this community.
It's still going
With these
on.
high and mighty white dudes putting themselves on a pedestal and acting fake during their own matches while looking down on anyone who's honest. It's almost like since this community kind of has a bad reputation and is known for toxicity.
He just keeps going on. Okay, we don't need to fucking watch this again, but yeah, downplaying it, whatever.
Right?
Oh, he's got him with the pictures again with Princess Peach. Oh my god.
So let me paint you a picture. Say there's a 40k subscriber YouTube channel, but all the subscribers are from stuff he did before. And after being on and off and inactive for a while, he decides, hey, I like this game a lot. I've been playing it for a while. And the
So let me complain about it in every video.
content is really, really bad overall. Maybe I could find a niche? A few videos later, he's around 42k, so basically 2,000 from Dead by Daylight.
You're such an idiot.
And he hasn't even been making stuff for a month yet. He makes an incredibly harsh and
See, and he this again, the slam dunk against himself, where he says, "Oh, Spooks acts all high and mighty," and he like basically acts big and like, you know, he's pretentious because you know he acts like he's great and he puts himself on a pedestal. What are you doing? You've brought up this point multiple times about like how I only did this for a month and I already got 2,000 subscribers and I'm so great.
critical video on why he doesn't like the DVD community in general, dedicating one of the 3 segments in the video to calling out content creators, and dedicating one of the 5 segments of that segment to briefly talking about SpooknJukes and similar creators for about 30 seconds. In turn, this absolute man-child who cannot take and is not
Wow, man-child, huh?
used to receiving criticism, especially constructive criticism, makes his 8-minute hit piece on a much smaller and newer creator based on a
Constructive criticism, bro. We just watched it, and you're like, "Oh, he acts harder than now," and he's a cocksucker. He's a cocksucker.
a brief call out in a 20-minute video that wasn't even remotely about him, dedicating the entire video to strawmanning his channel with a bunch of no-you arguments and painting a narrative of slander and misinformation. Surely someone like this could never be the bad guy, right? And yes, it is hilarious for someone like this who's
No one's ever saying that, though.
main argument is calling people offended. Like, he literally says I was offended by bad content. Like, it's just criticism.
Motherfucker, you are so offended by every form of Dead by Daylight content.
Is this not criticism then? I mean, you called him a cocksucker. So, again, hypocritical. Put that on the bingo board. Wouldn't this be criticism? By your own logic? By any logic? Just criticism back and forth.
That you had to make an entire video about it and whine about each individual type of content. I don't like gameplay. I don't like discussion.
Which he did. He 100% did that.
Wah. There's too much.
And he even proved it himself like a few minutes earlier where he's like, oh, there was like 5 different sections about content that I didn't like because it's just so terrible. You're showing that. Oh my god.
Drama. Dude, you're fucking.
You're showing that you're agreeing with him. You just don't understand it, and I don't know how you don't see it. He's saying basically what you said a minute ago.
Whining about everything.
You're like flashing good argument, but you literally just made that argument a minute ago.
Is the offended one here?
It's funny this guy got so butthurt over a 30-second call out in a 20-minute video that he shot out of.
It's insane that you got so butthurt that you put him in a video. See, it goes back to you. Even Spook says it. Everything you have to say about him goes directly back to you.
Video that's barely over 8 minutes long for more mid-roll ads, by the way. And got
such a weird point he constantly brings up.
Has legions of droids to attack me with lame and unconstructive arguments. This is what people call instigating, by the way, on my end. Critical thinking is hard when you have an intrinsic bias and you're this emotional and parasocial.
So if you don't agree with me, you're wrong and stinky.
For someone who doesn't even know you exist, by the way. But hey, honestly, receiving the SpooknJukes harassment treatment was fine for a number.
SpooknJukes harassment treatment. This is coming from a third party who watched the debate all the way through. I just paused it right there. This is pretty constructive. It's a third party.
No, it's not. It's a Spooks fan.
And he like writes like very, very good constructive criticism. And you show it. And you're like, oh, these droids of people that just said, oh, you lost.
Reasons. Number one, I'm a YouTuber, not a streamer. Nearly every one of these.
He always has an excuse for everything. I have anxiety. I have depression. I'm a YouTuber, not a streamer.
These brain dead comments with no arguments and further hit piece videos from his fanboys is free engagement and free money for me, which is a nice bonus as well as being proven right.
One exciting moment to the next, and then there's the folks you might just watch for the personality.
So again, when you do, it's okay, right? Oh, it's free money for me, so yeah, like whatever. You know, I could talk about them because it's free money, but when I do it, it's seen as lazy content and I'm trying to leech off of him because I'm such a nobody. Right, gotcha.
In some of their hot takes.
Number two is that these people are so irrational and stupid, it's fun to argue with them, at least for a little. It's like a power fantasy for me, knowing that even though I'm the underdog with so many people coming from a 100 times bigger channel over a 30
punching down
second call out, that none of them are actually able to.
When you react to this in one of your streams, make sure you do that clip too. Make sure you stop right here. It's like, oh, is he jerking himself off? Do it. You're a fan, bro. I already know. I clocked you.
Prove me wrong, and it's fun to fuck with them. The number three reason why I don't really care is because I do have thicker skin than a lot of people he targets.
No, you don't. It's proven that you don't. Just look at your videos in the comments. They'll have constructive criticism, and you've even called fans of mine who actually had constructive criticism. You said they're bitches. Their comment is AIDS. You reply to every single comment. You do not have thick skin, because if you did, you would be ignoring these people. You care way too much. You even cared so much that in the debate, you were like, what are you going to title it? You're going to title it this, right? What are you going to title it? What's the thumbnail going to have? You are so insecure. You do not have thick skin.
I'm not scared of the things that you guys are scared of because you're eternally online. I'm not scared of
Really?
being canceled or ratioed when no one is able to prove my points wrong because I speak the truth and don't filter myself like they do. I'm not scared of getting dislike bombed for not making safe, unchallenging, predictable content.
Again, Scott Jones stray.
Content like the stuff that you watch. You cannot scare me off with your mob of worshippers fueled by slander. It would
Slander, yep. Put that on the bingo board.
terrify you though, but I can handle it. I'm here to stay and I'm just getting started despite you trying to kill me so early on. Those are the reasons why his hit piece video and the backlash afterwards did not scare me off. But in the eternal words of Matthew Santoro.
One thing I can say to you guys is, before you make an entire YouTube video on somebody...
He's pulling on Matthew Santoro. Yeah, guys, I have anxiety and depression, please. I can be a dick to anyone who I want, and I could mock them or say they look like a lolcow or say they're cocksuckers, but please, I might be going through something.
Maybe have some compassion. I'm not saying, like, don't call them out, but maybe have some compassion for... Because you don't know what somebody's going through. And
he's really bringing this up. Wow. Again, it's the excuses. If you call me out, you're a fucking asshole and I'm going through something. But if I call you out, I'm just speaking the truth because I'm mega based.
You don't know how close somebody is to the edge.
It's so ironic, isn't it? For someone who preaches to treat others
Yes, you are very ironic.
kindly and keep everything in the game, yet his main form of content is putting random people on blast who were keeping things in the game.
Again, downplaying some random people that just are mad.
And mocking their gameplay and everything they say with the shitty
Oh no, he said they're sweaty or they're not good at the game.
react cam at the top right with no talented editing. In the hit PC,
No talented editing, bro. Your editing is fucking garbage. I'm tired of even like entertaining that idea. It's fucking garbage. Garbage. You are a carbon copy of Kill a Whale, but you somehow do it worse. Just because you put SpongeBob and Simpsons and Airplane in your video does not make you fucking so much better than SpooknJukes.
he made on me, he basically had no good arguments and just hit me with a bunch of ironic, like, deflection arguments when I was attacking his content. He couldn't really defend his own
You called him a cocksucker.
content. He
And you're also bringing in his wife now and shit and his child.
just said no you. He
It's not about his content anymore. You've crossed the line.
really likes doing this, by the way. Deflecting is basically his main
Like, this is the response to him talking about your content and how you dog whistle Dr. Disrespect wasn't a bad guy. And then your response is to bring up his kid and his wife? Like, go fuck yourself, bro.
argument in every single type of call-out video he makes. It's pretty much all his little pea-brain can think of when someone actually corners him with an argument. He talked about how I mentioned that he was drama farming and punching down in every one of his videos. But then instead of defending
Can you prove it?
that, he said, but what about this random troll video where you were holding people in corners?
Again, random there should be a random counter too on the bingo board, because every time he says random, that's him downplaying it and just saying, oh, it's not relevant. Every time he says random, that's what he means.
Isn't that punching down? Which is funny because not only is it not putting these people on blast, not only is it one video of mine when he's made hundreds and the
See, he's downplaying it.
first DVD video I ever made.
He calls you out and then you're like, bro.
Not only am I not pandering or acting superior, like this video is just clearly fucking stupid and I'm
This is you acting superior. You did flat out say it. You're like, I'm not like these other content creators. You saying that all these YouTube channels are bad is you saying that you're better and you wouldn't do the content that they do. It doesn't matter what type of content. You criticizing them and being, oh, these guys are dick suckers is you saying that you are better.
obviously in the wrong, you're just trying to get a rise. I'm not trying to push any type of agenda or act superior like he does. I'm not trying to pretend I'm doing something good
The agenda of being nice. Oh, wow.
for the community. The video is just fucking dumb. It just isn't comparable in the slightest, yet it's like all he could think of during the entire video.
It's not. It's not. He only brought that up a few times because it is relevant, and every time he did, you're like, bingo card, because you had nothing to say.
It's a troll video where I'm not cutting out important context. It's mainly focused on the
What the Sigma?
Wrong button. Oh, it's just see again. It's just a random troll video, even though I'm harassing people. But like when I get that same energy back on my channel, you're punching down. You're an asshole. Why?
game and not their behavior. I'm not painting people as villains or telling people to attack them. I'm just making fun of them, which actually paints me as a villain, which I'm.
Why would you even admit that? And I think he's gaining self-awareness. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point.
Fine with. Reminder, he got so butthurt over a video calling him out for 30 seconds, and even
he's not butthurt. I don't like. He's just talking about you. You said something about him. He replied, and your defense is, "Oh my God, you're so bad."
Went to other parts of the video where I was showing him as background footage, just trying to find any part where I mention him at all. It's insanely pathetic, but I guess the rent is due because crushing people is his full-time job. This is mathematically not an instigation from my side, but I still enjoyed it, and I thought it was just funny that I pissed off this guy this much in like my third video in the community, and I hadn't even been making stuff for like a month yet. In our debate, he claimed he had no issues with my video besides calling him out, when he also dedicated part of his video to showing 30-second clips of my video in their entirety with no editing, and then said this.
This video is just him ripping the VODs from these streamers and then sprinkling in little edgy memes that only 12-year-olds would
So it would be different if he sprinkled in memes, right? Oh, gotcha.
Find funny.
Which is so ironic because I actually edited that video and added stuff, and it's still my worst video by far. He even went to other videos I made like years ago because he realized how brief my callout actually was and how little there was to actually analyze. But he had to get it over the 8-minute mark and just mocked them without making
Oh my God, that.
any good arguments because logic is hard. I hate Blight, not as a survivor in terms of going against him, but as a killer main because of what he represents.
Wow, man, that's so deep. You're so cool and different.
He went back to this video
That's what you do to him. And that's, personally, I like to think that that's a milquetoast take. which you always say Spooks does. He's like, oh, he's so safe. But I feel like a lot of people would agree with you.
From years ago that I made about cancel culture, which obviously would piss him off because his entire channel is built around it. And he framed it as I was defending Dr. Disrespect because he knew his brain dead fans would have a neuron activation upon hearing something like that. It's just blatant.
Okay, prove to us that you weren't. Or, bro, no, not even prove it. Just say you're not. Just say you're not, because you still haven't said that. You still haven't said, I'm not defending him. I don't, you know, I can't even fucking words tonight, especially with this brain rot. I don't fucking think anything he did was okay. He still hasn't said that.
Blatant slander and misrepresenting what I actually said, but he doesn't care. Anything to give the people more irrelevant reasons to hate.
Then what did you say? Go further. Be like, I don't believe it. He still hasn't done it, because the last time in the debate he was just like, oh yeah, he's a bad guy, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, he couldn't flat out say, yeah, Dr. Disrespect is just a weirdo and I don't agree with it. He was just like, yeah, whatever, he's a bad guy.
The boogeyman of the video. And look, I knew these videos were bound to piss people off. I'm not playing the victim by saying I didn't expect anyone to respond. It's just funny though, I've been here for like a month.
That is exactly what you're saying. Spooks responded and you're like, oh my god, he's punching down, and he got so offended. You even brought up Matthew Santoro. Did you not? You brought up a clip of Matthew Santoro saying like, oh guys, you don't know what people are going through, so maybe don't talk bad about them. You brought him up in your defense. You used that as a defense. So that is exactly what you're saying.
And many of his fans and group thinkers have made multiple emotional hit pieces on me punching down and failing to actually
Wow, he really is upset and obsessed with Zan.
make good points, because the DBD community is not used to being offended or challenged. They're used to
What are you talking about?
watching their vault speech shit, and they hate me because I speak the truth.
I speak the truth, guys. So if you disagree with me, you're wrong and stinky.
wouldn't have such an ego over this if these losers were actually able to prove me wrong. But that's an argument for another day. In the video on me, he unironically said, if you don't like the content, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Or Scott Jund. He uploads discussion videos. He doesn't like the...
He's 100% right. The people that you're talking shit about, like especially Scott John, don't watch it.
He uploads discussion videos. He says it's boring and lazy. What? Who cares? You don't like their content. Don't watch it. Why are you sitting here fucking bitching about it and whining like a little baby?
Yeah.
It's just hilarious coming from him because that's his entire channel. Going after people who aren't hurting anyone and staying in their own lane.
Oh my god, this guy repeats himself. He's such an... he's not a good guy.
And making videos on them where if you don't like them, just don't watch them, lol. I've always hated this argument. It's like...
I hated it because I want to get content. But I'm going to say that about the people against me. If you don't like me, don't watch me. And please don't criticize me because I will piss my pants for getting bullied. But I can criticize you. I can hate watch.
telling a film reviewer that if they don't like the movie they're making a review on, then they just shouldn't watch it? Like,
that is not the same thing.
Stop being so negative, bro. Like, it's such a bad point because people like talking about bad things.
Which, okay, fine. That could be a good criticism. But the problem is, you don't want Spooks to respond. So that's his whole point.
Especially when they, like me, feel there's room for improvement, and the content of the community could be...
Yeah, but you're framing it right now in a way that's, like, it's reasonable. You're framing it in a way that it's reasonable. But in the video, you're like, these guys are cocksuckers, and kept bringing them up. Oh, the pasty white streamer. Like, you were insulting them personally. But in this, you're making it seem like, oh, I just said, oh, we could be better, guys. Be for real.
So much better. But anyways, our story didn't end there. After a bit of back and forth, he eventually challenged me to a debate, as I expected. And it was...
As I expected. My lady.
Bruh. We kind of just didn't really get anywhere with it. It was the most
Yeah, because of you.
Boutism talking in circles I've ever seen. But
because of you.
Like a lot of his contemporaries, he did actually make some good points. As someone who... argues with people online a lot and just enjoys it and nearly always wins. It's been a while since I've actually had someone give me a challenge like this.
Yeah, bro, he was throwing you softballs. He was asking the most basic questions, and you were like, I don't know. Again, that's why people were making fun of you stuttering, because you're like, wow, he actually had some, he actually had some good points. But the whole time he would ask you a simple question like, hey, can you prove that I did this that you're saying is factually proven? And your response is either bingo card, or it'd be like, I don't know, or it was oh, I should have had a notepad. I should have had a notepad. Wow, he had some great points.
I legitimately felt cornered at times, but I realized upon rewatching the debate what he was actually doing. Everything I brought up, every good point I would make towards his content or
it was on the bingo board that my butt buddy came up with.
He would just deflect and say, but what about you? Without actually addressing the point.
Because you're a hypocrite, but he also didn't do that.
Like, what are you not getting?
The point of
You're literally showing, but what are you not getting? You're doing a no you. You said he's doing a no you, but this is you doing a no you. Why did you keep this in? Oh my. I'm losing my mind.
me bringing everything up in that video was because it directly relates to your own criticisms. I was showing that you are criticizing yourself.
So you think that's
It's not about my problem with your content, it's about your problem with your content. What don't you understand, dude?
and some of them are valid, but the point still stands that the standards are far higher for him as someone who acts holier than thou and claims to be making a change. And I'm just some random dude with no impact.
Again, I told you, every time he brings up random, he's downplaying it. So it doesn't matter. Every time I say random, it doesn't matter.
In the community who just started making content a month ago. This is why I believed as a non-black and white thinker that this went kind of 50-50. I could
And anyone who disagrees with me is a Spooks fan slave bot.
just be disingenuous and say, oh yeah, I cooked him, bro, like a lot of his emotional fans are saying.
I can read you like a motherfucking book.
But I'd like to analyze both sides and look at the bigger picture. In the
No, you don't. And it's obvious you don't.
end, we didn't really get anywhere and nothing has changed. I felt like no one really won. Then again, it wouldn't have mattered because if you
Yeah, because if I don't win, no one did.
What the Sigma?
He literally said nothing with the massive power imbalance. The winner was already decided from the get-go despite no good arguments to prove it. Let me repeat, he could have said literally nothing and people would still be saying, he destroyed you, bro. So this is why I don't take these zombies very seriously. I will admit that I did
See? If he can't win, no one wins.
What the Sigma?
come into the debate fairly unprepared and didn't take it very seriously, while SpooknJukes on the other hand had like a notepad of points on his desktop and a
No, how do you even know that? And no, he didn't. He was just asking you, okay, prove it. And you were like, oh, I don't have my notepad. Why do you have yours?
report file of classified evidence and information. Now
What do you... Bro, even in this hit piece you made on him, you still have not proven anything. You're like, it's factually proven. And then you show like a tweet for like half a second that there's no context to it. There's no proof of anything that you're saying. It's not even relevant most of the time. And you're like, see, gotcha, loser.
I was just there to fuck around because I thought it was hilarious. Like 3 weeks in, I was getting this. It's hysterical how much a time.
All right, so now you're just saying, oh, I didn't care about it. It was a 50-50 and he had some good points and whatever, but I was just fucking around. I'm a cool guy.
Any jab like this can hurt someone's ego when they aren't used to constructive criticism. During the debate, when I realized all he was going to do was deflect the whole time, I just kind of gave up trying to
What did he say about B-roll?
hurt someone's
If every other creator just shows B-roll like this as their only footage, why should I try just taste some of this salt because I have nothing to put here anymore? You're a great editor, dude. If you were such a good editor, you would find more stuff to actually put in.
ego when they aren't used to constructive criticism. During the debate, when I realized all he was going to do was deflect the whole time, I just kind of gave up trying.
He's a salt creator now. Dude, I told you, he's a fan. I don't know if you make... I'm going to subscribe to you, Zan, by the way. We're the home. You're the homie. You're the homie, for real. I don't know if you make salt content, but if you do, we'll bring him to the dark side. He's a fan. He's already a fan of us, okay? We're one step closer. One of us. One of us. Come on. He's almost there. He's almost there. Yes. See? See? Come on. We're so close. Him being a locale, we can take him away from that. And then he'll actually see what he's saying is stupid.
Trying to get anywhere because it was boring me to tears.
Oh, oops.
I nearly got a black card on my bingo card though, so that was cool.
Yeah, and you... I watched it. You crossed out incel, even though you're the only one who brought it up.
Later, I made a poll on my community tab just to see what the common consensus was for the debate. Not to
Oh my god, he's bringing this shit up again. Oh my god. Do you not have anything else to talk about?
prove that I won because I never, ever said that I won it. And initially for
Could this guy not just record some additional segment of him making additional points and edit them in instead of just slapping them on screen? Yeah, no, that's what I said. That's what I said like the first like 5 minutes. He's just a barrage of information. He couldn't just be like, hey, this is why I think this. Thank you so much for the subscription. If you're in the chat, Rosie, thank you so much. He can't do that. No, he has to just talk about the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over again. Hi.
For the first day of the
Like any point that he has, no, let me just slap text on it instead of, and I'll just talk about the same shit over again. He brought this up like 3 times now.
50-50 was by far the most voted answer. It shows that my up-and-coming community are already less disingenuous and more free-thinking than most, because I
Up and coming.
I believe hand on heart that most DBD creators fans would have just voted for them without coming to their own conclusion. This was a poll of mostly my fans, and they voted 50-50, which is kind of what I believe too. I don't think I won.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna say it.
It stayed at 50-50 until
I've been repeating myself.
SpooknJukes uploaded the debate on his channel, sending all of his fans to mass dis-
Are you playing the PTB for FNAF?
Yes, when is that, by the way? Thank you for the $2, Daniel, my brother. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. I gotta join in a stream where I'm like sloshed after this shit at some point.
Like and mass vote for him on the poll without keeping the power balance in mind, by the way. And then he just said like, lol, you lost. Like, I cannot believe his ego was hurt this badly.
That's clearly a joking comment. He's clearly like just like you lost the Princess Peach with a skull emoji. He's like, wow, he's so hurt. Again, Spooks responding means he's so butthurt. It's tomorrow? Ooh. I don't know, maybe.
Of course he won the poll after making the debate video.
I don't know about tomorrow because, you know, unlike what River says, I have a fiance. I'm actually going to her parents for a cookout tomorrow. We have wedding planning. You know what I mean? So most likely not tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow, like late night. I'll download it just in case. But, oh, Tuesday night? Okay, yeah, that's more likely. But yeah, unlike what he thinks, I'm not terminally online. I have a full-time job too, so yeah.
Video on me. I think mathematically 160,000 is a bigger number than around 3,000. But with how rabid and degenerate his fanbase are, they're obviously going to vote for him. He's basically patting himself on the back here and giving himself an award with no
You've been doing that this whole fucking time, and this is what I talked about.
self-awareness of the 1v100 and having everyone on his side
She does OnlyFans? Yeah, she's not even online. Thank the fucking Lord.
already because he's a much bigger creator. Like, of course they're going to vote for him. Especially
What games? Batman. Oh, yeah, Batman. That's pretty lit.
after he makes a video.
Or the Predator game. All right, I gotta focus. I gotta finish this. I'm sorry.
It may not seem like much, but honestly, I feel like this really shows what kind of a person he is. He loves the fact that he's built a
Also, yeah, that just goes to the point where, like, River is actually fucking toxic. Like, I don't use that word lightly because I hate how it's thrown around, especially in DBD. But, you know, he brings up, like, personal shit. Like, holy shit. Only Reapers? Hell yeah.
of this community of yes men. He loves that no matter what he does or says, they'll agree with him. I feel like deep in his heart, he loves the harassment that the people he makes these videos on provably get, but I shouldn't paint
Provably?
him like that because he can just plausibly deny it like he does
And the proof I have is... yeah.
with everything. Despite his videos provably not impacting
Provably! And the proof I have is... yeah.
anyone in a positive way or changing anyone's mind. Again, he could have said literally nothing in that debate, but because he's SpooknJukes, people still would have said that I lost, and I fully believe that because of
Yeah, because you were like... yeah, of course.
the intrinsic parasocial bias. And like, trust me, I'm used to getting hate on my videos, even before DBD, because it's the nature of my videos being unfiltered and having opinions in them that will make people angry despite them flopping around and failing to make good counterpoints. But the random upload I made of the SpooknJukes debate that I
Again, random counter. It doesn't even matter.
got for my own stream is the worst I have ever seen. If you want to know what his fan base is actually like and how much they eat people alive for disagreeing with their
Eat people alive, and all you have for evidence of that is take the L. Make sure you skip to this part, River. If you're gonna react to or talk about me, make sure you go to that part so your chat can go, what is wrong with that guy?
God, just look at the comments on this video. It is so unbelievable. This is legitimately just dumb internet beef where he has every advantage possible in the
Punching down mixed in with downplaying.
situation, and all I did was speak my mind, and nearly no one had a good argument against me. I didn't plan
So when Spook speaks his mind is a problem. Gotcha.
to make a video like this, but the debate really showed me what kind of a person he is. Regardless of who won or not, from the get-go, he was supposed to win.
He cares so much about winning too. He keeps bringing it up.
We all know that.
See, I told you he's insecure. I could tell that from the debate because he he went, oh, yeah, I'm just call me an incel. Just call me an incel. Or, oh, I'm your average, slightly overweight, racist-looking white guy. When that wasn't even brought up.
I've been making content for a month, and he's been making content for 6 years while having an infinitely bigger fan base and dozens of debates under his belt. His entire personality in the community is debating people beneath him, so he's had way more practice than me.
Only Reeves is just Reaper pouring W on himself, which, by the way, you can get to... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Link in the description. That's what's keeping me awake and alert for this brain rot. 10%. 10% off. Use Reaper. 10%. Thank you so much for the subscription. Mimi Iku. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Welcome.
I'll have the debate linked in the description if you haven't watched it, but it's honestly incredibly nothing. I haven't heard a single good point from even his most diehard defenders.
Because I don't look at them. That's literally it.
As to how I lost it in his.
Yeah, because you've even showed in this video people writing actual good criticism, and those are the ones you don't reply to, and you've skipped over it. You've had your mouth saying, oh, look at this guy saying hold the L. Look at this guy saying hold the L. Oops, skip this long comment with good criticism. Look at this guy saying hold the L.
This video, he tried every dirty, underhanded trick in the book, even pulling up random.
I'll mimic you. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Tweets of a Twitter account with my name on it and a jumbled spam tag saying some blatantly offensive things. This is not a gotcha in the same way that showing a video of me holding people in corners is not a gotcha. Because
it is, though. You said some fucked up shit and then oh, this is my friend.
Both examples are just blatantly offensive and stupid. And for lack.
Wait. What did he just say?
With my
about this tweet
name on it and a jumbled spam tag saying some blatantly offensive things. This is not a gotcha in the same way that showing a video of me holding people in
holy shit, that was recent too. Oh my god.
Corners is not a gotcha because both examples are just blatantly offensive and stupid, and for lack of a better term, rage bait.
So now you're saying that was you, and not only was that you, that was recent, and not only was that recent, you're still defending it? Holy shit. Wow. You know, I could understand if it was like a tweet from back in the day when he was a shitty edgelord teenager or whatever, you know. We've all had those days where we're super edgy. Whoa, you know what I mean? But that was recent, and he's co-signing it right here. Ooh. Okay. All right.
A gotcha is when you find someone who's doing something you don't want them to find. Like,
is that not what that is? Or did you want people to find you saying the N-word and saying kill Jews? I would quit while you're ahead, brother.
Texting with a minor on Discord or whatever, but this isn't that. But
I'm not a pedophile, so it's okay.
Regardless of the context, it's just another thing he can show to his audience, and he knows what it paints. He doesn't care.
He knows what it paints. You're defending it. Not only was that recent, but you're defending it, saying, "Oh, this is just rage bait. It's cringe." You could have been like, I don't even, brother, because that was so recent. You could have been like, look, I was edgy, but I don't. You could like preface it being like, look, I don't actually think that way. I don't know if the whole like, oh, it's just rage bait, like that. To me, that's you saying, oh, it's whatever, it's nothing, it's no problem. You could just be like, oh, I was immature and I don't stand by that, and like that was really stupid of me. No, you're like, it was just nothing. All right.
Care that this is racist or whatever. He just wants to paint it. He loves doing it.
What? What's more racist than saying killing N-words and Jews? How is that not racist? How do you paint you saying that? Not what? Like how? Oh my god. What?
The story behind this account is that it actually was mine back in like 2020 in GD when I got banned. And I recently just gave it back to a friend of mine and said, do whatever the fuck you want with it because it's just harmless and stupid.
Okay, so what? He went saying, I said this edgy shit, so it doesn't really matter. And now he's going back to, oh, it was a friend who did it.
It wasn't me saying this, but even if it was, it's not a gotcha.
Still defending it.
Because it's the most blatant, stupid, offensive garbage ever. And if you take...
You just can't. You can't do that. You can't say some fucked up shit. It's like if I threatened the president or something, you know, like on Twitter. You know, which is bad. Don't do that, nobody. YouTube, I'm not saying do that. Obviously don't do that. But let's say I did, right? And that's fucking terrible. And my defense was to the judge, oh, it was just stupid. Fucking... it was obviously just rage bait, judge. Now, like, it's not as bad as what he said, but you can't use that as a defense.
Take it seriously, then I think you belong to his community. It's also incredibly ironic coming from him and his butt buddies because of all the shit they said in the past, but I don't care about words. I just think...
Again, he brings up the shit, I think that's the N-word, where he typed N-I-G-G-A, mocking the guy. Now, that was stupid. That was just stupid, but he apologized for like 6 times.
It's funny they're using this as a smoking...
Judge, it was rage bait.
What the Sigma?
Gun when they don't have an argument because
he's just a silly goose. Yeah, that is true.
So nothing. So what else did he have against me in our debate? Well, he told me to turn on my webcam fairly early because I made fun of some dude for being fat or something. I don't know the context. I'm just gonna play dumb to downplay it. Have a webcam, but if I did, what would have happened? Would he have mocked me if I wasn't conventionally attractive? Like,
Yeah, I mean, what goes around comes around. You talk shit, you get hit, you heard me?
What kind of an argument even is this?
Also, what the fuck? What is this? By the way, you added this. What? Bro is genuinely racist. Why are you adding this? What is the context behind this?
Would you mind turning on the webcam for us here today?
I don't have a webcam. I have a video, but there's other videos.
Can we get a look at you?
That show my face.
In 2025, you don't have a webcam.
I'm not a fucking streamer like you. Like I don't know.
Oh.
I made a video called "Why
This
I
is so stupid.
Quit Geometry Dash." Go to the last little bit of that video. It's me holding a poster of my cat. That is me. I am just an average, fucking slightly overweight white guy, fucking racist gamer stereotype. Like there's nothing special about me at all.
Why did you say racist gamer stereotype?
I'm trying.
Yeah, he's a pussy horse. Yeah, exactly. He does that. It's provable. Prod. He literally does that in this video. I gotta stop saying literally. He does that in this video where he is like making a hit piece about Spooks and even talks about his wife and children. And then when Spooks says a comment about like, you got roasted by Princess Peach, he's like, oh my god, see how offended he looks? Oh my god, you're punching down, you're punching down.
Trying to fit on your agenda here.
He's supposed to be the justice warrior. He's supposed to.
Bro, stop using Simpsons. Okay, as a Simpsons lover, you gotta knock that shit off. Okay? You gotta, and it's so funny because Simpsons, I don't know about now, but the episodes, that range that you're showing is more progressive. I mean, they literally have an episode about not letting Apu get deported and getting rid of that shit, you know? I can't, words don't happen, but you know what I mean? Like, they don't want to deport Apu and they're helping him get a citizenship. So the shit you're tweeting and pulling up Simpsons, they don't like you, my brother.
To be the guy who's so far above it.
Simpsons, yeah, no. Simpsons, all I say is a huge Simpsons fan is Simpsons season 1 through, let's say, 11 are peak, and then everything after is just dog shit.
He's supposed to be the one who looks down on people who mock others for their appearance, and yet here is
citizenship. I can't talk. This brain rot got me.
Trying to make me turn on my webcam. It's just
I keep on saying Simpsons.
Such a weird contradiction. I even offered to join the debate briefly on Discord Mobile because I have shown my face briefly in the past on the channel, but he just said no to that. So I don't even know what he was getting at.
Did he say no? I don't think he said no.
Besides that,
I mean, I think he moved on, but
I have very little to add. All he did was just deflect the entire time. That was it. It's
projection.
Like all he could think of, and we got nowhere. So watch the debate for yourself if you want to come to your own conclusions, unlike his fans. Besides, that's
yeah. So if you agree with me, you're wrong. You didn't come to your conclusions. You got to say I either won or it was a 50-50, and I made some good points.
Another thing him and his fans brought up was me stuttering during the debate a lot, which is funny because, and I'm not going to use this as an excuse, I do have diagnosed anxiety and depression.
He brought it up. He brought it up in the section of me on that stream, but like, again, the whole point of people bringing that up is you're so confident in talking shit in your videos with a script, and then when you get called out, you're like, and you didn't make any points. The stuttering would be okay if you weren't so pompous and pretentious and weren't acting like an asshole in the first place.
That I'm medicated for. I again think it's a funny look for someone who claims to.
Oh yeah, no, he said this like 6 fucking times.
He's so inclusive to make fun of me for stuttering. It was like the same with Pro Vengeance, where his fan base made fun of his voice when he has a rare condition that makes his voice sound like that.
Oh my god, the fucking victim mentality, bro. These guys are all victims. It's okay if my friend is a fucking, you know, racist, says slurs all the time, or, you know, is homophobic, transphobic, whatever. They have a rare condition. Shut the fuck up. I guarantee these fucking goofballs, if anyone else came at them with that, they'd be like, oh, you're just an R word.
I could easily just pull out the ableist card if I wanted to, but I'm not going to stoop to his level because
you're doing that right now, and you did that talking about me in your stream. Because I brought up stuttering, and he's like, see, the funny thing is, I have anxiety and depression. Brother, so do I. I think a lot of people do. But you're using that as a defense.
I think the whole thing is just silly. For someone whose argument...
Oh, yeah, a good one. Oh, I could do this, but it's just silly.
...is most of the time just deflecting and saying people are hypocrites, he sure doesn't do a lot of self-reflecting and completely lacks any form of self-awareness. But anyways, yeah, that's essentially the extent of the interaction I've had with him. The only conclusion he wanted me to come...
Bro is going to join me and Zan making Salt content. If you watched this, like, just tuned him out and watched the gameplay, he's, like, teabagging survivors and shit and hitting on hook. Like, he's provoking a reaction and, like, showed in-game Salt He's gonna come to the dark side, and he's gonna realize, wow, Spooks ain't a bad guy. I mean, he's a fan of me. He's clearly watched a ton of my videos. It's provable.
Come to from our debate is that our content is more similar than I think, which is funny considering how mass-produced his Slop is and how little work or editing he actually puts in, along with all the punching down on much smaller creators. He compares this to me calling out bigger creators, like much bigger creators, for their behavior and content, which is just not a good point at all, despite him standing by it. I wouldn't have been so confident and had such an ego in this video if anyone could have provided an actual good argument.
They did, and you ignored it.
But it's just the same emotional copy-pasted bullshit and strawman arguments. His fans
Bro doesn't know what strawman means, by the way.
coming to my comment section.
He took 2 weeks. Usually what takes me long, and the reason I forgot to bring this up, but he's like, oh, we made like the same video. I made the script for my, which is a good video, you should check it out. It took me a full day to do. Not a full day, because, you know, fiance and wedding planning, all that. So, and it was edited better, by the way. I mean, I'll let you be the judge, but if you saw that my version of the community, let me know if I edited it better than he did. But anyway, I made the script for that 3/24/25, and I uploaded it late because I changed the script around, you know, all that shit. So yeah, I technically made the video before him. It was in my fucking notes for a long time, but I kept changing the script, and that's why he uploaded his before me.
And even finding my Steam profile to spam death threats is exactly what I...
Death threats? Were there death threats?
His fans coming to my comment section and even finding
if you're looking for someone who constantly complains, blah, 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 I can't... Where's the death threats, my brother? You've brought up death threats like 3 times. You still haven't shown it.
My Steam profile.
Yeah, it's also on his YouTube. He links it to his YouTube. He didn't again, I only knew this guy who he was before Spooks because I reacted to a video. Didn't want to stir the pot, so I didn't bother. And then he did the debate, which I thought was fucking terrible. And here we are. He links it in his profile. What is he on about? Oh, he sent them there. It's on your profile. If you don't, you're like the TTVer that cries wolf in DBD. Are you stream sniping me? It's like you're first of all, no, but TTV is in your name. So if you don't want anyone in your chat from DBD, then don't put it in your Steam name.
The spam death threats is exactly what I wanted to prove my point. It doesn't...
You haven't proved it. You said death threats like 3 times. You still haven't shown it.
Bother me because I end up just feeling bad for these subhumans.
It does bother you. It does, because you reply to almost every comment. Other than the actual criticism ones. You don't interact.
But it sure does blow his entire morality thing right up in his face. No one, not even him, has given me a good counter-argument towards his content.
Again, he ignores it. And that's proven. He showed it. I keep repeating myself, but there's people that constantly join in this stream. He scrolled down in his video. He's like, no one brings up a good point. And he shows like at least two constructive criticism points that he doesn't even reply to. He skipped over one.
And the effects of it or the debate. And I've tried and looked, trust me. He is definitely going to see this and prove my point by doing the exact same song and dance he's done before whenever he gets legitimate criticism, which...
If it bothers you to get comments, just... No, because he thinks that's slander. Him and his fucking butt buddies thinks that's slander. Deleting comments or saying people delete comments or slander. And I asked them why they thought it was slander and do they actually think it's slander, and then crickets. I brought this up earlier, but yeah, they think deleting comments is slander. But saying people are slaves, aids, or bitches, or whatever is not. Kind of weird, but okay.
Which is just to snip out the good parts and just resort to deflecting or outright mocking because he knows he doesn't have to have...
He didn't... he didn't... I can't talk. Holy shit. He didn't even mock you once. You were mocking him, and you were like, calm down. You mocked me, and I wasn't even in the debate.
Good argument with this many drones on his side. Some envy these types who are able to support an AFK stay-at-home wife and 2 kids off drama content.
Again, you're a piece of shit for even fucking bringing them into this.
But I honestly just feel kind of bad for how much time he has to spend online fishing for miserable controversies. It's not healthy to see someone like me who's just getting started and immediately...
I'm just getting started, brother. You've been making content before this. You started making DVD content, but that doesn't mean like... This is him again, acting better than everyone because I'm just getting started and my fans are fucking great and I have more subscribers than Reaper and Zan and
He punched down with an entire video barely
punching
over
down again
with no good points because your ego is hurt over an incredibly brief call.
Yeah, he responded, and I don't like the fact that he did. So I'm just going to say he's punching down, and he's so butthurt.
It's just not a good look. I would actually respect Spooks more as a person if he actually owned up to, despite his efforts of keeping the identities private, he would at least recognize...
Own up to what? You haven't said anything.
...and acknowledge the harassment that people get shortly after he makes these videos on their words. He needs...
Yeah, but the only proof that you have is, oh, just go ask this one guy. This one guy who said he provably got doxxed, has a private video. Wow, great. That's literally it.
To acknowledge this is a direct result of his videos. I honestly would respect him more if he just owned the fact that he kills people and farms drama to pay that.
Kills people. Holy shit. 90% of the people I covered in my videos always try to spin it and make themselves the victim. If you want to stream yourself being shitty towards other people, things like that can happen. Pretty easy to avoid. Yeah, I agree. Good to know you find it perfectly acceptable for people in your videos to be told to kill themselves. And where's the proof? Where's the proof? And again, those aren't Spooks fans. If you do that on my behalf and try to find, if I like have a Twitch streamer in my video, you are not my fan. If you're harassing said streamer or player or whatever.
That Ren, instead of always playing holier than thou and being pretentious with a plausible deniability.
He's not playing holier than thou.
He should just admit that he loves drama. Why do you think he's so eager to debate people in the live stream and just to make fun of them instead of making good points? At this point, he should honestly just acknowledge what he is.
He's a meanie who responded to me, and I was not expecting that. Oh, thank God, we're almost done.
I want to keep this video from being just about my interactions with him and look at the bigger picture. Although I think it was important for the third section to be as long as it was, to show what being punched down by him looks like.
You repeated yourself 4 times.
Like in real time, to get a look at the effects of it and what he actually does to people on a regular basis, as well as clear my name a bit, although it won't matter when these power-hungry losers can just slander me to death. Anyways,
There's slander again. Damn, I should have had a bingo card.
I'm sure this isn't over since he will see this video, but I'm here to stay. Like I said, you guys cannot scare me off with your underhanded tactics, despite all of these big...
You care. You're very insecure. You care.
Emotional content.
I wouldn't be surprised if he reacts to part of this. Because of how much he cares. If I'm so irrelevant, then why even bring me up in your streams and show my channel thing in your video? You care. It's obvious. You fucking care.
Content creators throwing all sorts of shit at me and not one of them has made a good point. All of this just proves how miserable the community truly is. People think the community is toxic because of stuff like camping and tunneling, when the witch hunting and punching down content is more common here than ever. What other communities is it normalized to make hit pieces like this as your main form of content? It's not calling people out, it's not an analysis of behavior, it's just sad. This video won't be a wake-up call because despite the fact that he will 100% watch it and maybe even react on his much bigger channel, while cutting out the important content.
See, it shows that he cares.
Context. I mean, if he reacted with Shore talking over him, he'll definitely react to this. But whenever he receives constructive criticism, he just kind of gets whiny and butthurt and doesn't really know what
Then prove it, please. We're at the end of the video. Can you prove it?
to do. His only argument is just deflecting. I saw this in real time. When he watched
With the debate? Because that's what you did. He didn't do that once.
this video, he's going to say something like, well, you call out bad content. How is that different from me witch hunting?
See, again, this just proves he cares. He cares so much that he does this thing where he's like, oh, he's going to do this. I know it. I know it. Please don't do this. He's going to do this. I got you. I already said it, so you can't do this.
People. Or you say I paint people in a bad light, but you're painting me in a bad light. It's just all deflection and no you arguments every single time, and it's all he can think
That's crazy that he keeps saying this.
of. And have
Like he's just right over his head.
and debunk them numerous times. This will not be a wake-up call for him or anyone who makes similar content, and he'll continue his pollution. Okay, anyway.
Being nice is cringe.
That was quite the video. Next time we'll...
That was quite the video. I fucking, words can't come out. Fuck it. You get it. You get the
do
joke.
something much more low-key and laid back. And something that should, hopefully, not cause any drama to this magnitude.
Bro, you had a 10-hour stream after this.
I'm excited to see what the comments will look like on this video. It'll be
I'm excited because they're mean.
likely full of spooks droids saying the same copy-pasted bullshit with no coherent argument, but that's the type of engagement YouTube loves, so keep it coming. Well, anyways, that's about it for this video.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't care, but I do care.
I have never made something this long before, my voice is dead. We'll see where the shitstorm takes me from here, but...
He's just straight up yapping. He criticizes me for making a 5-hour stream reacting, but he's like, oh, my voice hurts.
It'll be a fun ride regardless. Thanks for sticking around until the end, and think for yourself, please. As difficult as I...
Also, especially during the end, it's just been nothing but gameplay. And he criticizes, like, Spooks because he puts gameplay and then has his face. So you're doing less than Spooks right now. I hope you realize that. You're doing less than Spooks.
That is, because I get a big ego when I'm right. Anyways...
Wow. That was fucking cringe, and that was awful. Yeah, I think the only thing I really have to say about this video is we're going to make you a fan, River. We're going to make you a fan. Me and Zan are gonna make you a fan and make salt content, and we're gonna start you there where you're making salt content about like salty survivors and shit like that, calling people out like that. And then you're gonna move your way up to like Spooks territory, and then you're gonna finally gain conscious and be like, wow, I think I was wrong. It is pretty cool to be nice to people. Holy shit, because it is just a game. Oh my god. And your third eye will open up, and then fucking whew. So yeah, I think that's all I gotta say about this video. I wanted to make a video about him, and you know how I make videos. Do it, bro. Just fucking do it. It'd be better than this slop content, because this is literally what it is, because he's just putting up clips over gameplay with music. And he's amazing at editing. Inject himself into the community like this, because he just... He says people like me, like, they want to clout chase, and, you know, they're just riding this drama, but you created the drama. This is the outcome that you wanted. This is 100% what you wanted. Even though that you're very insecure, you still wanted this drama. You dove headfirst into DBD content and complained about everything, and you knew it would get a response from people like Spooks. And this was your whole plan. It's obvious. Even though you can't really handle it because you're super insecure, and you literally reply to every single comment on your video, almost every single video, or every single comment. This was your plan. This was your fucking plan. All right. I'm going to piss, and I'll do some DBD content now. Actual DBD content. So give me a second. Let's just have some fun and end the stream with some DBD content. I'll be right back, y'all. BRB. Hopefully this was enjoyable. Have a great night, Shy. I'll be right back. Alright. Alrighty. Let's boot up some DBD. Wow. I appreciate you guys, especially the new subscribers. I don't always talk about drama like this, but I will be honest. I was first to, talk about, the debate. I wasn't first, but I talked about I did a reaction on the debate. And he brought me up, and I wanted to respond. He brought me up twice. He brought me up for a second in his hit piece against Spook, but he also talked about me more in his live stream. So, yeah. Never wanted to punch someone in the face as much as I want. You want to punch me in the face? No, I didn't know what you meant. Punch you. Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you subscribed. That's pretty poggers. Alright, let me exit out of this fucking cringe video. Okay, there we go. Sorry if that was loud. I'll play a couple games and then hit the hay. But yeah, so I'm gonna make a video, not fucking long as hell, because he didn't mention me that much, but I do want to respond in a more informed way. 5 more games. But yeah. Luckily it wasn't that long. And it made it easier that he wasn't stuttering, because again, it wasn't about him, being disabled or anything. Because he'll be like, oh, I like the R word. It's funny and it's whatever. But then he'll be like, I could play ableist, but I'm not doing that. But I do have anxiety and depression. Bro, just pick a side. Anyway, I'm trying up this like fast vault build. I need at least 1 gen perk because I had brutal strength, but you need at least 1 gen perk. 5 more games. Oy. And it also took me a while, which I'll bring up in the video, to respond because I've been celebrating Miss Reaper's birthday this weekend. So I've just been busy. But it's so funny because he says people like me are so chronically online and, you know, we have nothing in our lives. And it's like, brother, I've been planning a wedding, full-time job, time with the missus and her family. I have a side job that isn't like YouTube. Like, I have a lot of shit going on. I have SBRG. By the way, check out SBRG. It's linked in the description. It's a great channel. You know, it's like I have so much shit. And he's like, oh, 5-hour video. Holy shit. But it's my reaction. That took 2 days, might I add. 2 fucking days to get through. Oh. Yeah. The brain rot is real. The brain rot is fucking real. Dude does like a 10-hour stream and talks about others. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you were here for that, but yeah, that's what in the section of his video he says that. He also says that about me. He's like, "Wow, this guy's so annoying," and he's like, 5 hours? Oh my god, 5 hours! But I'm doing a react stream, and again, it took 2 days when he's sitting there for 10 hours. Again, I told you, and I'll bring it up in the video. He's a college student, which is fine, but don't try to act like you actually have any real life stressors. Real life stressors. Yeah. Oh my god, that's like a inside joke that me and Big Dill have on SPRG. 5 hours. It's usually, isn't it 4 hours? 4 fucking hours. But yeah, like don't come to me and be like, this guy's chronically online when he does fucking 10-hour streams, which he could do whatever he wants, but it's hypocritical. That is his whole existence, is being a hypocrite. That's his whole fucking existence. It's like, bro, I do not have 10 hours to sit down and do this shit any day, even if it's on the weekend. 10 fucking hours? Holy shit. 10 hours is crazy. 5 hours is crazy for sure, but 10 hours? And again, that took 2 days. So it was like 2.5 hours per day. But that'll be a video. He is the embodiment of unemployment. Yeah, for sure. And it's okay. He goes to college, but again, don't come to people like me who have a full-time job with a fiance and try to tell me like, oh, he's chronically online. Like, you don't know me. I know you're a fan, by the way, but you don't know me personally. Oddly enough, every time he showed that picture of Jukes with that corn dog or whatever, made me really want corn. Yeah, it's just like a gay joke. That's literally what it was. Could have used all that energy in that garbage video. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. But I can't. I'm in college. God forbid if he's on the debate team. Holy Christ. Okay, so this build actually works best for flashlights. We're gonna try it out because fire up and forever entwined. So yeah, and being in college isn't a bad thing. That's not what I'm saying at all. Coming from him, he's saying that people are chronically online, but he's obviously a college kid that doesn't do shit. He doesn't do shit. And says people are online, and he has time for a 10-hour stream. Hopefully in the future, I can do 10-hour streams, because then I would be employed by YouTube. We're working for it, but... yeah. He talked an awful lot about paying rent for someone. Yeah, once you start bringing up like, oh, I pay rent, that just proves to me you don't. I'm saying... Oh, he's going... Yeah, yeah, okay. And again, like, I still stand by that. If you're in college, that's perfectly fine. Oh, my headphones are about to die. But, if you're saying, like, people have no lives... Like, you literally have no responsibilities. I gotta stop saying literally. Where are they? Oh my god. I can't believe these hits count. Look how fast that is. Holy shit. Okay, I don't have enough, so I'm gonna look at the wall. Focus on his assignments. Yeah, he really does. 10 hours? Come on, bro. 10 fucking hours? You're in my walls? Hopefully it's comfy. Hopefully we're not too loud. You're in my skin! College project? I don't know. If it was, I would like to see what kind of college project thinks that defending you saying the N-word is an okay thing to do. Oh, swing and a miss. What are you doing? Oh, I need a tunnel. Damn you. Where are you going? I'm surprised you didn't run that loop. Drop it. What the hell? What are you? Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Please let me get my power back. What is she doing? Okay. She's already won. My W's covering it. By the way, 10% off. Oh, it's you again. I'm okay with that, actually. Drop it. No! I can make those. Oh. Fuck, I can make these generally. I look so bad right now. What? 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 There we go. I did it. Bro, it's robbed me so many times. Hey, what's up, Beetlejuice? Love the name and profile pic. Oh, nice one. Faded than a hoe. Okay, I think I lost this game just because of this fucking robbery. Some of them for sure I didn't make, but what are they do? Okay. Interesting. Okay, I can pick up super fast. You can hook super fast. Is this Rebecca again? No way. What the fuck? What are you doing? Oh, this is a different Rebecca. What? Take the hit, Ada. Ow! I hear a clip clopping around. You hear that? What? That really? Oh shit, I gotta get rid of pallets. Nice. Jolt. Why is she still here? Why is she still here? Wait, who? Okay, interesting. Try to get a flashlight save. I'll give you a free one. Ah, too late. Okay, let me break this. I miss Brutal Strength, but I need a gen perk of sorts. Look how fast that is. Oh shit, did they buff Jolt? Schmoob. Bro, if we can keep him around here. 1, 2. Nice. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Oh wow, she actually mind gamed me. Where's she? Wait, wait. Oh, I'm dumb. I don't even know where she went. I mind gamed myself. Okay. This person turned on their brains. Oh, I wish I had my power. Look, I'm gonna give him a free... Yep. I was trying to see if they would try to get a flashlight save. That would have been lit. Who's here? Yeah, this is a crazy one. Then his slop? Yeah, most likely, bro. Whoa. No, I got this. Ready? Oh, no, I got this. Ready? Oh, where the fuck? Oh, she kind of blends in. Damn, I wanted to get some crazy shot. Ooh. Oh shit, okay, I'm playing dumb. I'm playing dumb right now. What am I doing? Let's get out you because you're on death hook. Wait, no, you're not. I think the other one is? I don't remember. Yeah, die around this area. Oh my god, what is she doing? Nice. Why didn't she try to loot me? There's still pallets down. 5th perk slot? Yeah, that would be awesome.